Oh, hi!
Why?
How's it going, guys? What's up? Hello, Twitch chat. Only Twitch chat in right now. Oh, I have the chat. Hold on. I have the chat disabled accidentally. Yeah, I'll bring it in. There we go. Hello, Twitch chat. Major pasties saying, "Hey, don't eat that. What do you mean? We're here to eat." Here, that's actually, I'm here to sip. Naomi's here with me once again.
Hello.
There's like some of you who are like, "I don't want the woman. I don't want the woman in the show." It's like, calm the fuck down, dude. Dev should steal Sitch's intro. Hey now! Oh, fuck off, apples. Okay. How's it going, everyone? Just a quick reminder, we are live, of course, on Twitch and on Kick, and their chat seemed to come in first. I'm also here.
No, fuck off. Stop it.
I'm freezing.
Oh, you're so cold. Stop!
I'm freezing Naomi with my cold hands.
I will just leave.
Well, usually when I touch you with my cold hands, you don't go, "Fuck off, stop." You go, "Eh!" Where's your squeaks, Naomi?
Listen, I'm trying not to kill the ears of the headphone users.
Where's the squeaks?
Stop.
Ow, ow.
Jesus.
Okay. The friendly Geordies situation. I have no clue what that is, dude.
This is a male safe space. Well, I'm sorry. But I will have to intrude.
Oh, there's 200 bits from Girthy, but it's gonna go away before I can even read it. But thank you. It vanished, Girthy. I don't know what the friendly Geordie situation is. What's going on with him? Is there some news? I'll go to news, in fact. He's first taken down video after he had death threats.
Oh.
Something happened. I'll have to look into it later, but thank you. Morning, Dev. $5 off the bat. Thank you. Could you explain why the trucker protest happened with an hour oral history, starting with the Siberia-Alaska land bridge? Yeah, so C. Dranzer, the YouTube chat won't kick in until Botrix arrives, and Botrix arrives on its own fucking accord. So, it'll appear, though. But for those, usually we get way more viewers on YouTube than on Twitch or Kick, but for those viewers who are on Twitch or Kick, you'll appear. Let me just... $10 from Ravinu. Thanks, Dev. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
But, Undead O'Caring Gamer, I don't have cold hands.
Do you?
The rest of me is always cold except my hands, which are always very warm, and I don't understand.
Oh, I got a free copy of Foam Stars.
We're not playing it. No.
Because that's one of those fucking shitty games. Like, here, there's a bunch of shitty games coming out in the past couple months, right? And like everyone's talking about them, like Suicide Squad, etc. Foam Stars is on that list, and I got a copy of Foam Stars. So it's like, I guess we're gonna play some fucking Foam Stars.
No. Stop making us play terrible, horrible games which make us want to buy guns, as hard as it is to do in Canada, and shoot ourselves in the face.
It's fun.
No.
Any thoughts on the Tucker Putin interview? I thought Putin came off as an insane pseudo-historian. I mean, so wait, Suicide Squad is 80% on Steam? Really? Right now? Wait, for a game that new, it's 80%? Big
Just
Dro,
because it's bad!
Big Dro says, "I'm glad you're on stream, Naomi."
Thanks.
Dude, Big Dro's like been my most consistent positive supporter over the years. He's been going for like 5 years just with nothing but positivity. He's like the guy.
You should make just a role to be like most positive person. That's your award. Get into the $5 club.
Oh, it's the 80% rated, not discount. Oh, I was like, I'm gonna get it. Suicide Squad. It's $90 fucking dollars.
Jeez, can you not scream into my ear and the mic, please?
No.
Well, fuck you.
Wait.
Why are you all looking at Steps of Debauchery?
I clicked the wrong one.
This is a porn game?
I clicked Suicide Squad and it got me Steps of Debauchery. Yeah, the girls aren't nearly hot enough.
I mean...
80 fucking dollars.
This is okay, 90 first of all, and no.
Fuck my asshole, dude.
I mean, I can, but not right now. We're supposed to be streaming.
Fuck you. Okay, we're gonna have to like get a refund on that shit after we play it on stream because there's no fucking way.
Okay, can we start now?
Should we?
Yes. Also, are all your stupid articles super sad today again?
Some of them are.
Are they all sad?
I don't
Last
think
time
so.
they were all
I
sad.
don't think so. Arcane for $5. Thank you. Dad, did you hear Steven Crowder's coverage of a school in Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin, trying to cover up an attempted mass shooting? No, I did not. I have to look that up. I'll copy that and paste it into another tab and look at it after. Thank you very much, dude. Wisconsin school covers up a school shooting. Like, that's fucked, dude.
I mean, they covered up a school shooting? Holy shit.
Yeah.
Okay, if you're gonna look at the article, you have to look at it.
I'm not gonna
share
look at
your
it.
screen.
I'm not gonna look at it. I'm not gonna look at it. Let me pause this shit. Fuck you. Okay. Joshua Gilbert, $2. If I buy you a game, you will play it.
No. Not right now.
You know what? I kind of like Kibbs's setup. I might like adopt once we redo some of the stream stuff. Maybe after we move, I might like adopt Kibbs's setup. What he would do is he would have like, if people wanted us to do a stream of a game, they'd have to add a hashtag in the super chat, and then once that hashtag got to an amount that was like predetermined, we'd then play the game. So like people can be like, I want you to play Fallout, so they'll go hashtag Fallout, hashtag like in the super chats, and that meant your super chat would go towards the goal.
I understand, and that's good, but you already have a shit ton of games that you need to catch up on that other people have already paid for. So the answer currently is no.
Well,
no.
We're like half caught up.
No, we're not.
Well, we kind of are.
No, we're not.
Also, I partially lost the list, so I don't know. No, seriously,
Oh, God.
no, there's people who funded games like 4 or 5 years ago, and like. I think I even played some of them without them, or they've moved on or something because I've just been so shit at this. But then I think I lost the text file that I had of all the. I gotta look it up.
So the answer is no.
Here, you know what?
No.
If I can find the text file,
which you won't be able to because you're unorganized.
If I can find it, then we'll do those games first. If I can't, what I'll do is I'll just wipe the slate clean. I'll restart, and Naomi will keep track of it.
Will I?
Because you're better at this than me.
Fucking...
Dev, stop losing lists, you fuck.
I literally told you to get that fucking post-it note app thing. I don't know what it's actually called. I'm calling it an app that you can get for your desktop that lets you put sticky notes on your desktop.
Listen.
They're just
right?
there, and then
you are better at this sort of thing than me. That's going to be your job as you join the company more officially.
Are you gonna actually pay me?
I'll pay you in semen.
That's stupid. Who would want that? I want gold. I want gold doubloons.
I have gold semen. It's okay. $5 from Ian. Thank you. Today's my 29th birthday. Friday, I spoiled myself and bought a Zastava M92 pistol. Well, happy birthday, dude.
I don't know what type of gun that is, but happy birthday.
Let's look it up. Zastava M92. Whoop. Oh.
No, that is not a pistol. You have to include the whole word, Dev.
Oh, I just like, yeah, dude, like this isn't a pistol. A Zastava M92.
Add the word pistol. Why do you do this to me?
Okay, fine. Naomi's typing it.
It's not a pistol.
It's not a pistol. Okay. The issue there, Dev, is that you like 100% in games. You spend a lot more time playing individual games, whereas Kibbs will play a game for a stream or two before moving on. That's true. Because here's the thing. Kibbs does it such that, like... Well, hold on. See? So Kibbs does it such that, like, it's like $100 or $200 to get one stream of a game.
Mm-hmm.
And if the game doesn't get funded, they continue.
Yeah.
Or they don't continue. If it doesn't get funded, right?
Mm-hmm.
Me, I like to beat games.
Yeah.
So for me, I think the hashtag threshold will be higher, but it'll be for a full playthrough of a game.
So like 200 or 300?
I don't know. I'll have to think about it.
Or 500.
That just depends on the length of the game, eh?
Legally a pistol in the U.S., but not really a pistol. Okay.
Oh, that's wild. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So anyway, listen. Oh, Dev trying to figure out how to best financially exploit his consumer base.
To his consumer base.
Yeah. Okay. So, I know everyone's talking about the Vosh thing. We're not talking about the Vosh thing.
Is that the porn thing?
It's gonna be on. I'm gonna have it on. I talked about it on the Archcast last night. I'm making my own video on it. But the TLDR, the Vosh controversy.
I knew there was a porn thing. Yes, I know. You already told me. If we're not gonna talk about it, don't talk about it.
Okay, we're talking about it slightly. Then I'm just gonna show you any images. Okay. So yeah, Vosh accidentally pulled up his porn folder on a stream, and it had lollies like getting fucked by horses and eating out a horse's asshole. That was probably the worst one. Is that like there was the girl getting fucked by the horse seemed like she had like big tits, right? And just getting like railed by this giant horse cock.
Mhm.
However, the second girl in the image was clearly like a little girl, and she was clearly rimming the horse's asshole.
Yeah. Also, why wouldn't you, like, okay, listen, if you're gonna save porn on your computer, like, and you like stream on your computer, why wouldn't you make sure that the worst shit is buried deep in like several folders in?
So the issue is that he saved it to his sort later folder, which is just like the place where he just dumps things he wants to keep, and it was all just in there.
What a dumbass.
Yeah, his organization thought it was a short stack, right? Where it's like a short girl who has like fat tits and a fat ass and fat thighs, right? And rather than like a skinny short girl. And like I looked at those pictures. No, they're just lolly. In fact, one of them was on a porn site tagged as lolly. So.
Well, I mean, to be fair, he like we'll give him credit not for the asshole rimming, but for the one being fucked. That if he just saw the picture just randomly, then understandable. That's still fucking that's still fucking weird.
Naomi out here getting horse pilled.
I'm not getting horse pilled. I'm just saying, for the lolly thing, if you just found the picture and like not tagged or anything, and you was just like, oh, I like horses, so I'm into that, then that's slightly more understandable.
That's not understandable.
Only for the lolly thing. Fuck! Stop taking everything I say out of context.
Nope. I'm just gonna fucking. You know what?
Ah. Okay, anyway, you said we're not going to talk about it, so now we're talking about it, so stop.
So here's the thing. Yeah, C-Trans is actually correct. Like, I'm going to let you guys in on a secret. Unless there's actual child or animal abuse involved, I don't really care about what Vosh jacks off to. Like, ultimately the same.
No, it's funny, though.
No, it's funny. It's funny. But, like, there's no real kids involved, right? It's just like a fucking drawing. So on that level, it's like, well, who cares? Like, obviously shouldn't be illegal. It's just a drawing. But this idea that, like, it's just really funny, dude.
Yeah.
Like, how fucked... Like, dude, you're a professional streamer. Like, I have contingencies.
Yes.
I will never click on my porn folder.
Even though it's right there.
But here's the thing. Like, it's been there for, I think, since 2018. And people have noticed it. And they've been like... they're all like laughing about it. But you know what? It never gets clicked. Because I know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah.
Watch today's the day it gets clicked.
Don't you dare! I'll just scooch the mouse over.
Did you see he saved his taxes in the same folder? Yeah, I saw that, Flatter Cats. That was funny.
Yeah. I saved my taxes in a completely separate folder to my non-existent porn.
Non-existent?
I don't say
fucking shit.
Listen, I just memorize where all the porn I like is. I don't actually have links saved anywhere. I just memorize. That's why I can't remember anything, because my head is just full of porn links.
Yeah. Vosh versus Kurt Eichenwald in a competition for making everything worse with their excuses. Yeah, I saw that. Oh my god. That was like 5 years ago as well, Terrace. Thanks for the $5. So Kurt Eichenwald was he was a pretty well-known journalist. He worked for a whole bunch of different companies. And he actually, like, for some reason he was like on a stream or on a something, and like his screen pops up, and he very clearly has on a tab, not like pulled up, but it's a tab in the browser. It's like tentacle hentai. And he has to give an explanation, and like he was like fighting with trolls for a while on Twitter, and then he finally said, "Okay, my wife didn't know that tentacle porn existed, so I had to show her, and that's why it was there." It's like, yeah, okay, dude, you fucking, like, he lost all of his credentials, all the jobs, all the connections with all those companies, like, just done. He destroyed himself.
Why? Wouldn't you just be like, yeah, I like tentacle hentai, so tentacles don't exist in real life, and I don't like octopi, so
Yeah. Fuck, dude.
Okay, wait, no, listen, I know tentacles exist in real life, but like not hentai tentacles.
Get Sargon to run your group. Promethean the Created. What do you mean, Amber? But thank you for the 10. I don't know what you're saying, though. Dev, please show the porn folder. No.
No, listen, I know what I said, C-Drainser, shut up.
He was a streamer who opened eBay, and all of them was like hardcore weeb things. Here's the thing. Like, I've always been very honest about my degeneracy. Like, just openly about it. And people are like, there's always like YouTubers who get canceled. Like, I can't believe you would use your position of power to talk to like a female fan of yours and like try to get in their pants. And it's like, yes, I fucking would, bitch. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, dude. I was that nerdy kid growing up, like pre-high school. I was like the kid that was bullied constantly for playing games and shit. If I now have some sort of like supernatural swag by virtue of being a YouTuber, and I can punch. I can like pull from above my weight class with some chicks. You guaranteed fucking tea. I'm exploiting those bitches. You understand? And they're gonna be left fucking ruined. And they're going to be like, I can't believe I have to share my story 3 years ago at a convention, Devin. Yes, I fucking did, bitch! And it was great!
And your girlfriend says hi to the chat.
Don't worry, you'll be there too. We'll double team him.
No.
Why not?
I don't want any...
All you do is peg anyway. You're just like, I just want to peg. I just want to peg. Well, guess what?
I like pegging you.
Well, guess what?
Because I love you.
We're going to peg them together. Okay, $10 from Stigma of the Rose. You know someone's porn tastes are basic bitch when they ask why you download porn. Like, lots of websites have terrible load times no matter how good your internet is. Also, Dev, did you look into pH? I don't know what pH is. Gigadev based.
Jesus. Nobody is above
okay,
Dev's
Dev,
weight
calm
class
down.
accurate.
Maybe you should hide your degeneracy? No.
Jesus. You are ridiculous.
Listen.
And also, I don't want anything to do with your female fans that send you stuff because, listen, I know how crazy I am and I love you. Yeah. They barely know you and love you. I don't know. That means they're more crazy than me and I don't know if I want to stick my dick in crazy.
Naomi actually is my Ghislaine, yes.
Your what?
So you know Ghislaine Maxwell?
Oh, yes.
The woman who, like, got little kids for Epstein.
Okay. I don't like you anymore.
What do you mean? This is great.
I take back the words I love you.
Morning type B Koiko, your cup is full of algol.
Fuck.
Hey blonde, how's it going, buddy?
You're such a dick.
Promethean is an amazing tabletop RPG about becoming human. I don't know if he even knows what it is.
Well, no, listen. If you don't start off as human, then Sargon doesn't like it, because he's a human supremacist. That's why all his D&D games, you have to be a human. You can't even be a secret half-elf. It's dumb.
Someone says, so Dev's like kids? No!
Yeah, that's what you just said, Dev.
It was a joke, you fucks.
That's what you said.
Knew I would never partake in that. Big Joe is, like, desperately trying to hold on to the pure Naomi image.
Listen,
I would never partake in that.
I haven't been pure in years. More pure than you.
What are you complaining about, you fucking... Okay.
More pure than you.
C. Gender says, one day there's going to be a meetup, but there's going to be a fucking incident. Of course there is. I'm going to be like, yes. I'm just going to giga chat it.
How about you don't flirt with the other people when your girlfriend is present, you asshole? I'll do the flirting.
Okay, well, what the fuck? Okay, sure.
So that you're not allowed to flirt.
Okay, fine. You actually will be. Naomi's face right now is just... Good to see you, Nooms.
Thanks. It's good to see... Well,
good
read you guys,
good
too.
To read you. The worst part is I'm going to involve Dev.
Probably not, no.
Listen, chat, you're all going to get fucked by me. All 283 of you. I don't care.
There'll be a situation where someone gets offended because you looked at them in a leering way. Okay.
Honestly, okay. Every time
this is dumb. We gotta stop.
Fine.
We gotta start articles soon.
But no. Listen, every time someone gets canceled for like weird sexual shit, if it doesn't involve horses or kids, like with Vosh, because that's a whole different story, right? But it's like when someone gets canceled for like having a sexual relationship with a fan, and it comes out on Twitter. They make it worse by like putting out, like going on a big apology tour and all this shit. Just be like, yeah, I fucked him. Yeah, just giga chat it.
Isn't it mostly the issue that they did stuff with a fan who was kind of underage, or it turned into pretty much just sexual assault? Isn't that usually the issue?
So here's what happens: like when it's underage, obviously bad, right?
Yes.
Even when it like
don't have sex with children.
Even when it skirts with it. So like for example, Danny from Game Grumps. He was talking to a fan who was underage.
But he didn't know.
No.
Oh, he didn't know. That's worse.
No. He knew she was underage, but there's nothing sexual going on. But then after she turned 18, they started fucking. And it's like, dude, like the sexual stuff only came up after the person got old, but it's still fucking weird.
I don't believe it. That's nope. He groomed that chick.
He groomed her.
He groomed her.
Yeah, that's the grooming allegations where like you're friendly with a kid until they're old enough to fuck, and then you fuck them, so you haven't actually broken the law.
Yeah, no, see, that's fucking weird though.
It is fucking weird.
That's weird.
Okay, so that happens sometimes. With Chugga Conroy, it was 19 and 15, but it didn't go beyond like sexy texts, you know. And it was 12 years ago or like 15 years ago. So it's like, okay, do you really want to destroy this man now because he hasn't done anything since then?
Like, I mean, that's it's annoying because when I was in high school, me and my friend group always talked about it. Like, it's so weird because, like, yeah, there's like between you get to high school when you're like what, like 13 or 14, and then you're like 17 or 18 when you graduate. Yeah. So like, there's not a lot of age gaps, but honestly, you like each grade you like mature like a lot more than your previous year. At least that was with me and my friend group. You know, like we were always so surprised about how much more mature we were compared to the years previously, you know? And so it feels weird to, like, be in grade 11 and look at a grade 9, like, a person in grade 9 sexually. And I'm just like...
It's only 2 years, though.
I know, that's the thing, but there's like a culture, like, if you're a good person, there's a culture in high school of just being like, it's kind of weird to date someone in like, more than one grade lower than you are. Yeah. But that's like a very like specific high school.
The spoiler, thing, they were not actually more mature.
Well, no, but
hold on.
I mean,
Amber, no super chat from Amber. Show Sargon then. Your choice, obviously. Maybe after this game's done, we're pretty set on this game for a while. But thank you. So here's the thing, guys. Here's the situation. Okay, here's the situation. That was a Trigger Conroy. Where like, here's the thing. He was like, okay, Astolfo. He was like kind of sexting a 15-year-old. Because I saw those texts. And by the way, it wasn't text. It was messages on like Gaia Online back in like the late 2000s. Okay. And like they were like goofy with like a hint of a sexual undertone. Where they were like very. It was more like flirting over text than anything else. It wasn't anything overtly sexual, but like they were kind of skirting it.
Anyway,
and people wanted to destroy this guy, and it's like it was 15 years ago, and yeah, it's weird, but like there's clearly a difference between that and like raping a child, right?
Yeah, but like on that, like to finish my point because I forgot to finish it, like 19 and 15 is like feels from my memories from high school. I'd be like, that's fucking weird. Maybe you shouldn't do that.
Yeah,
but like it's not necessarily bad. Necessarily,
I mean,
especially if they
there's
like
degrees, right?
There's like degrees. If it was like if they had sex before that, then that would be bad. But if it's just like sexting, that's very it's skirting it's very dark gray. It's skirting the edge of being bad. It's like right there.
So we're 10 shekels. Ian says, what about the completionist video? Here's the thing, okay? So I have in various states of completion a completionist video, a Trigger Conroy video. What else do I have up here? I wanted to do a video that's like 25% done on that game Redfall from last year. A video on Stellar Blade, on that game coming out. And at least 2 other ones that are gaming related. Or like YouTube drama related. And the issue holding them all back is that Butters is making me a new indefensible intro. And it's taking fucking time. It's going to be... I've seen it. Like you've seen it too. It looks great. But it's taken time to finish up. So as soon as that intro is like set to go, I will be rolling out those videos like crazy, dude. They'll be coming out.
The stream, yeah. This is just what it turns into when I hang out here. Dev talks about weird
the U.S.
sex
Civil War
things.
for the election. Okay, like you could have some sort of civil conflict in America. Like, okay, because Trump's very even though I don't like Trump, he's very popular, right? If the courts don't allow Trump to run, even though he's by far the most popular Republican candidate, there will be a fight for sure. Absolutely. All right.
I minorly disagree with you on that front. I think that there'll be like protests and stuff if they don't let Trump win. But I think that if the election happens and Trump wins, there'll be a civil war.
You think so? If Trump wins? No, I don't. The left is too cut to have a civil war. They'll protest for a few days and then go home and cry.
Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
All of that fucking riot.
Yeah, but it never turned into a civil war. They never actually marched anywhere.
Not yet.
Well, here's the issue, all right? So when the left does like this sort of civil revolting, they just like burn down Wendy's or like march in the streets, and then they get like rounded up by cops and cry that they can't fucking fight because they suck. When the right revolts, they pull out their guns and they roll up to the fucking Capitol and they charge inside, right? So like I'm not afraid of a leftist civil war. These are not like these are not the Leninists of yesteryear. They're not capable of that kind of revolution.
Okay. I don't know. I think people are capable of a lot of stuff when they think that they are being pushed to the edge, you know? So, we'll just agree to disagree. I've held this take for a long time, so you just don't believe me.
Well, it's because I've seen way more, like, right-wing working class violence than left-wing working class violence when it comes to actually directing it at the government.
Mm-hmm.
When the left wing rises up, they just, like, they loot stores and, like, steal TVs.
Mm-hmm.
Did you watch the drunk Kamala clip? I think she looked pretty drunk. She was like swaying. Like, okay, Jiggy, thanks for the $5 by the way. I saw the clip and like Kamala Harris always had that kind of like not necessarily slurred speech, but like very like sing-songy, like kind of like flowing speech that could sound like drunk.
I'm drunk.
But she in that one clip it was way more. And I was like, she might be drunk. I don't know. Here in Columbia, does anyone else notice the Antifa and BLM movement is absolutely non-existent for the past 4 years?
Because COVID killed them.
Not exactly true, Columbia. If you go to like Andy No's page, he's reporting on them constantly, but they're not being reported on by national news anymore. They're still around. They're still doing stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Were there any guns brought to the Capitol, Dev? Yes, there was attacked. What the fuck? Like, Jesus Christ. Oh. Okay, so
articles.
Oh, just wait though. Something else.
I've been just wait. How long have we been live for? How long? Where is it?
We usually hang out between half an hour and an hour.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I'm on a little bit of a time crunch today.
Portland doesn't count. Why not? Sure. But you have 4 hours where you have to go.
Time crunch.
4 hours.
Yeah, that's not that long.
Yes, it.
Not when you get talking. It's not that long.
Shut up. Okay, listen. Okay, here, hold on. Let me think about this for a minute, because I want to go back a couple of conversations.
Okay, to which one? Do you remember?
We talked about Vosh, and we talked about Trevor Conroy. We talked about Danny. There's one other example I wanted to bring up in that conversation.
Was it?
Oh no, okay. So for example,
my brain's
there's I can't think of a specific example, but there's definitely instances. There's definitely been instances, guys, where people are like, "Hey, here's a YouTuber, right?" Mm-hmm. And let's say that this YouTuber is like 28, right? And he has sex with a fan, okay? And the fan is like 21 or 22. Mm-hmm. Projero was innocent in the end. Like he just got fucking destroyed for doing nothing wrong. Mm-hmm. But like, nothing legally wrong. Like let's say that you're a 28-year-old YouTuber and you meet up with this cute like 22-year-old cosplayer, and she's like, "Oh my god, I love your videos!" Oh, and she's like starstruck.
Yeah. And
then you fuck her. Yep. All right, 28, 22.
Okay. So you're just a rock star.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that all the rock stars did.
But and then 3 years later,
mm-hmm.
this person comes out and says, "I've now gathered the strength to tell my story," and then posts on Twitter like the Twit longer, where it's like this. It's just like this fucking giant story, and it's all just putting out the most dumb fucking shit.
I slept with someone I admired, and it wasn't that good, so now I regret it. Yeah. So now it was sexual assault.
Yeah, it's just like, oh man, I was fooled. They might say that it was actually rape, but there's no evidence because like it happened all privately in the hotel room.
Yeah.
Or they might say like they used their star power on me, and I didn't know what I was doing, and I was so starstruck, and I felt pressured because I really wanted them to like me because they were a YouTuber I liked, and I watched them, and like all that shit. Dev, she's a fucking post miner.
She's a post miner.
Have you seen that shit?
Fuck, you showed me that shit. It was the stupidest shit I've ever seen. Yeah. God, post miner.
So anyway, I was like, this happens. I'd say once every few months at this point, someone comes out with like a long fucking story like mm-hmm. that, and then the guy is like, "I'm so sorry. I can't believe I did it. I need to do better, and I'm going to donate to a charity, and I want you guys to stop unsubbing from my channel." Like, just giga chat it. Just be like, "Stop. Yes, I fucked her.
So loud.
Yes,
Calm
I
down.
Fucked her. Yes, and she wanted it, bitch. I fucked her in the ass, and she loved it."
Mm-hmm.
Just seriously, so many of these problems would be solved if you just giga chatted it. All right, okay, listen. Mizkif, I said this last night in the Archcast. Mizkif got away with covering up real sexual assault
mm-hmm.
by giga chatting it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Cleverly avoid sexual assault allegations by never getting laid.
Yes, that is the best way to do it.
$10 from Tara Shavenko. Thank you. An idea that I think is worth a video. When political issues make the shift from a problem that needs solving into a tentpole, it should be prolonged to rally political support. Yeah. That's like the bureaucracy perpetuating. Yeah. That's like the LGBT thing where like, we got gay marriage, now what? Well, now there's money in this lobbying, so we're not gonna like stop. We're just gonna invent more fucking issues. And then in doing so, they lose popular support on the issues that they won, which is why it's now being rolled back. It's like, it's fucking dumb.
Yep.
Hammer, considering splitting Bicker Stream and News Stream. This is fun though. Here's the thing. I told myself that I was gonna stop doing the weekly sip on episode 200. It's episode 199 today. Next week is 200.
Why?
I told myself I was gonna stop doing the weekly sip on episode 200 because I wanted to change how I did streams on this channel and do like more common streams. Titanium, for example, suggested I do like research streams, which I probably should. However, at this point, I'm not gonna stop at 200. I'm gonna go a little bit because we're moving, right? And when I move, I'm gonna have a new studio. When I have the new studio, I'm gonna be a bit more set up, and we're gonna be doing more streams. So we're moving anywhere between like April and June. April in the earliest, June by the latest.
Yep.
So when I'm gonna keep doing weekly sips until then, and then I'll probably like stop the weekly sip. But I'm not gonna stop doing news articles or anything. I'm just gonna have a different show, I think. You know,
that I won't be a part of, so I won't be here for very long.
You can be part of it if you like. It's fine.
Nah.
I don't mind you coming in. Yeah. But yeah, like, I don't know. Okay, the Mizkif story, real quick, for those of you who don't know, is like Mizkif is part of. I think he came back. A group called OTK, right? I'm gonna fucking just
Good lord.
It'll be okay.
That is not an I. It was an 8.
Mizkif sexual assault. Okay. Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Yeah.
2022.
Touchable cover up. Yeah. Okay. So, back in September 2022, during a spat with Twitch star Trainwreck, it was alleged that Mizkif helped cover up a sexual assault incident between streamers Crazy Slick and Adriana Lee. And then OTK placed him on leave after they hired someone to investigate. They found he did nothing wrong. And like, here's the thing: the investigation like is very clearly just complete fucking bullshit. But basically, what happened was that like Mizkif had a party at the OTK house. All right, Crazy Slick and Adriana Lee were there. They go off into a room. Sexual assault happens. And then Mizkif, not wanting to destroy his career, covers it up.
Because it was Mizkif's party, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And then it comes out like a year later that it happened. And then here's how Mizkif dealt with it, okay? He left the internet for a week. He didn't post anything on Twitter. He didn't fucking stream. He was gone for a week. He came back. For week 2, he just started streaming on his own. He wasn't doing crossovers with anybody. He wasn't doing anything with OTK. He was just streaming on his own channel. And his mods banned any mention of it, and he just did not talk about it.
Yep.
And by the end of week 2, nobody cared anymore.
Yep.
And he just got away with it. So like, it's one of those things where it's just like, you can actually just Giga Chad through it. But the more that you talk about it, the more you keep bringing it up. Like that will be your downfall. Is you must simply ignore it.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
that's what every PR person who's actually like good at their job is always just like, no, just don't mention it. You're gonna do like, depending on what it is like you're gonna do 1, maybe 2 big apologies, depending on what it is and who you are, and then we're not gonna ever bring it up ever again. You're not gonna do any interviews about it. We're gonna just lay low for like a week or a month, depending on how big the thing was, and then you're just gonna continue with your life and live with the guilt and the shame.
Live with the guilt and the shame. Okay.
At least hopefully.
Here in Lady Columbia, $5. I don't like that YouTube has disincentivized medium-length content so much, and now it's either shorts, hour-long essays, or another stream. Yeah, I know what you mean, man. It just... Like, my 10-minute takes videos do okay. And they certainly help keep the channel afloat. Honestly,
everything helps keep the channel
honestly,
afloat.
my issue, honestly, is doing them consistently.
Yes.
Like you've been with me when I've been like trying to write and it's just not fucking working.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Are you moving to Toronto? No. I'll never live in Toronto again.
Fuck no.
that.
I visited Toronto on a few occasions, and every single time I'm there, I'm like, this is nice a place to visit, not live.
We went to Toronto in October for your birthday. I still didn't put out that vlog. Like, I shot all that vlog footage for our trip to Toronto. I still haven't put it out.
You still haven't put it out, and you made me be part of all that footage, and then we had that fight about that stupid body cam, and you still haven't put it out?
So I bought a body cam.
God.
To wear on my chest. And Naomi was like, I don't want you walking around in public in that. And I'm like, why not? It's fucking fine, dude. And she's like, no.
No, you look like a fucking moron.
And I was like, but dude, we're doing a thing. And she's like, no, you can't do it.
Also, you wouldn't have been able to go on any of the roller coasters with it on.
Yeah, I know. There's live in Brazil? No. No, we're moving to Ottawa. I've been lazy about it. Well, honestly, okay. Another thing about that was also Butters' intro, right? He finally finished the intro for the DevKit channel. I have a side channel, by the way, called DevKit. Make sure you guys go sub to it, okay? The DevKit is like not politics at all. It's just me talking about, like, I unbox tech, or I talk about movies, or like it's like dev daily life stuff basically. Picked the wrong time to move to a city. Why? Well, in Canada things are fucked, so it's just whatever.
Yeah, it doesn't matter where we live. We're just gonna be fucked either way, so we're gonna live in a slightly nicer place. That's it. Doesn't matter.
What's E. Jean Carroll? What's that?
Why do I know that name? I know that name.
I have no clue what the name
is, though.
I'm gonna look it up. Who's this?
Situation. Sexually abused.
Oh yeah, Donald Trump sexually abused her, but then it turns out to not be true. Is that what it was?
I don't remember.
Hold on. Was this real? Trump libel was defamation. Okay. New Naomi's destroying PCs. Yeah, that was that video a couple years ago where you like.
I didn't do it. You lied to the entire fucking Discord, even though I was just like, I'm not gonna have you get mad at me for touching this and breaking it, so I'm gonna make you do it. And then you fucking lied. Fuck you.
You did drop the CPU. You did. You can't fucking deny it. You dropped the CPU.
Yeah, well, your instructions were so fucking bad, it took us, 6 to 8 hours to build one goddamn PC because you don't know how to fucking teach? So shut up.
We're gonna build another one later.
No, fuck you.
By the way,
that was the worst experience I've ever had.
By the way, it's actually much easier to build PCs now than it was 5 years ago.
No.
Because now, you no longer need to hook up SDs. It's just like an NVMe drive. It's so easy to build a PC now. It's like, man, I remember back in the day, you had to really get good at it, and normies couldn't get into it. Now anyone can build a PC. It's like, things have been lost. The esoteric knowledge is gone.
Oh God, shut up! Oh no, life's getting easier globally. That's such a shame.
Yes.
Shut up, you fucking boomer. Jesus.
I've had a. Damn it, Dev! You never told me not to piss in the CPU pins. $50. Thank you very much, Highly and Juggalo.
Thank you.
If a group is politically opposed based on its image, i.e. the gays, it has a societal debt to be vigilant and fight that image after legal victory. Society reserves the right to strip the winnings if they fail to do this enough times. Yeah, maybe. Where it's like a group has a bad image in society, so they have an obligation to be better. And then if they fail to be better, the monoculture readopts the bad image. It's like, well, you should have been better.
That's a.
That makes sense.
That's a many opinion depending on. Yeah. Also, where Karmas, I see you. Okay, will you two do a Dev and Naomi review of Final Fantasy VII Advent Children when it returns to theaters? Didn't we watch that together?
We did.
Okay.
That was the Final Fantasy VII movie that happens after the main game, where Cloud is depressed and living in Eris's church after she died.
Yes.
Yeah. And you thought it was dude, this is breakup material with Cloud and Tifa to go back and live in the other girl's church.
Yes.
And avoid her.
Yes, it is.
Is it returning to theaters? I heard that Final Fantasy Star Wars Episode 1, Phantom Menace is returning to theaters. You guys go see that.
I don't want to watch Star Wars. It was always bad. # Star Wars was always bad.
Listen. The first two movies are good.
No. # Star Wars was always bad. You will never change my mind.
I want to do more movie nights. We do the movie vlogs over on the DevKit channel, and I've enjoyed it. We haven't done one since I think last.
That's because
November.
I keep working at 7:30 on Wednesdays.
Tell them to change your schedule.
Nah.
So you can go.
Nah.
Do it.
Nah. Go with Dave. You two can walk.
I'll fucking go with Dave.
You two can walk there and then walk
fuck
back.
You. Why just give us the car?
No, fuck you.
Okay. You forgot to add enough motherboard ridges? Ooh, that's rough. Kick Naomi, kick Naomi, kick Naomi. Listen. 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 We're gonna change your schedule. We're gonna do more movies because I like doing it.
Nah. Yeah, Star Trek is better.
It is, yeah. To be fair, Star Trek is actually much better than Naomi from Bad Takes.
YouTube? Was it normal on YouTube? Why does Botrix change all your words to emojis? God damn it!
I forgot to install it for YouTube. I probably should.
No, I enjoy being able to read English and not have to translate emoticons.
Do a schizophreniac marathon, yeah!
Didn't we already do that?
We're gonna do it again.
No.
I have the third movie now in the trilogy.
Oh, you have the third movie now? Okay.
Yeah, so you should have to watch all three in one sitting.
Sure, sounds good.
Schizophreniac. If you need a new girlfriend, this one's clearly broken.
Well, I mean, that doesn't stop me from being a girlfriend just because I'm broken.
Okay, let's do the articles, guys. Let's go.
How long have we been live for? Goddamn 40 minutes. God
Here
damn.
is the P.O. box. Send us stuff if you like. All right? Toss us over put stuff into a box, ship it to us, send it over, you know? No more horse dildos, but fine. Send us some stuff.
You can send more if you want. You can just replace this one with a new horse dildo.
No, it hasn't even been used yet.
I mean, technically.
Shut up! It has not! Don't fucking do anything, Naomi. As always, please consider supporting the channel. What you have to do is you have to
Wow.
Super chats are nice. I know the mods have been yelling at me because I was supposed to do something on the Discord this
God, do your fucking job, Jesus.
this week, but I was too busy doing other things.
No, you weren't.
The new Discord is pretty much good to go though. So like, I just gotta fucking do it.
Being lazy. Check Streamlabs stuff.
I'm logging out. What do you think I'm doing over here?
Oh, I don't know.
What does this say, Naomi?
Okay, you know what? That's fair.
On this? What does this say, Naomi?
I got distracted by the lady's face.
Oh!
God, you're so fucking annoying.
You know what, Naomi? No, fuck you. Fuck you, because there's so much shit that you blame on me that you do. So shut the fuck up. Okay, we're gonna log into Streamlabs. Okay, now listen. Okay. Was it alert box? No. I don't think it's events. I hate this fucking. I want to stop using Streamlabs. It's fucking terrible. Okay. Where is it? $3 from Dethan. Thank you. Dev. I challenge a congressman on gun rights using Archer's point that people are cucked and will do what the government says, even if they fundamentally disagree. Dev. Arch edited last night's Archcast so much it's not worth watching. Really? He did? How much was... Oh... Did he at least put the unedited version up on Rumble?
Well, didn't you guys talk about a whole bunch of weird-ass fucking sex stuff yesterday?
Well, it was in the context of the Vosh horse.
No, yeah, but, like, there was a lot... you were loud, and I overheard you over my headphones. There's a lot of weird stuff you guys talked about.
Maybe.
That's probably why.
Yeah, maybe. Okay. Move to Saudi, become Muslim. No, I'm not a Muslim, but thank you, Hammer. I'm an atheist, sorry. If you're gonna come be at $20. I already have a solution to the male half of the bleaching conquest, Dev. We'll get the trans to make us as much bathtub HRT, round up the browns and tan boys, and trans max them. I already have 2,000 trans lady boys to train them. That's how we'll do it, yeah. That's how we'll do it, yeah.
No. Okay,
Yep.
well, no, apparently...
We'll forcibly trans all the non-white males, and then we'll just bleach all the non-white females into the white race. Yeah.
It sounds stupid as fuck.
Okay. There was a story that came out of Brazil where there was like a black grandma and she had sex with like a white man, and then her daughter was like kind of tan looking, and then she got with a white man, and then the grandson was like pure white. Yeah. The baby, right? And this old lady was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe it. My family's been improved. It's now part of the white race. It's so incredible. Thank God." And she's like praying. And I'm just like, this is great, dude.
That's actually really fucking sad. That poor old lady hates herself so much that she's happy her kid's another ethnicity. Like, holy shit. That's actually really sad.
It's really funny.
No, that's sad. God.
And there's like a picture of her, and she's like so joyful, just like, yeah,
no,
I made it.
No,
because to her it was like climbing up like a social ladder.
That's worse. Jesus.
Okay. It's so fucking. Neo's such a prude. Yeah, I know, dude. Fuck.
Oh wait, I wanted to ask you. I'm gonna ask you on a live stream because I don't care. So, is Kibbs actually becoming a girl?
For enough money, yeah, he'll do it.
Is that true? I know you tease him about that a lot, but is that true?
Kibbs will do anything for money. If you pay him
He's a whore.
if you pay him like $50,000, he'll probably take hormones.
But actually transition or just take the hormones? Like the hormones are gonna fuck you up, but like then you can just take other hormones.
Naomi, like what? Okay, if he's cross dressing and he's taking hormones, what more do you fucking need for actual transitioning?
Cut off your penis.
Well, no, lots of girls with dicks
Cut off
nowadays.
Your penis.
Really? So Lilith's a guy then? Taft is a guy because the dick's still there?
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. Well, no, I mean like actually transitions. Like you're just like, okay, I'm a girl now, but you can do all that and not like.
You can still say I'm a boy.
Yeah, like I mean that's super fucking weird, and like you're not really a boy anymore, but you can still call yourself a boy. That's what I mean by actually transition.
I don't know. I think here's the thing. Kibbs is like, I will do anything for money. So he's already been like, people have already bought him like the butt plug and the programmer socks and the cat ears. And they're like, they're here. And he's like, I don't want to do it, but like, here's the fund for Kibbs transitioning. It's a lot of money.
Why would he? You know what? That's just an excuse because he wants to do it.
No, because he just wants money.
Would you ever? Okay, if someone paid you $1 billion, legitimately $1 billion, would you transition? What
does transitioning entail in this conversation?
Taking hormones.
Yeah.
Looking much more like a girl than you do.
Mm-hmm.
So no beard.
Mm-hmm.
You have to actually get back into shape.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yes, and you don't have to call yourself a girl, but you will look like a girl. A passing trans woman.
For $1 billion?
$1 billion.
Yeah.
You would?
It's $1 billion fucking dollars, dude.
That's insane! How could you do that?
It's $1 billion fucking dollars, dude. That's a lot of money. Now here's the thing. Now wait. Now I wouldn't get bottom surgery. I wouldn't cut my dick off. No.
Yeah, no,
for any amount of money, right?
Not gonna lie, I'd be mad at you if you did that. But
But like transition for $1 billion is a lot of how long do I gotta stay transitioned? Like
ever.
For the rest of my life?
Yep.
Does it look like a girl for the rest of my life?
Yep.
Okay.
That's insane. Why would you do that? No, that's not
actually,
worth it.
Wait, hold on. Would I be a hot girl?
I mean, you'd look like you as a girl, so it's up to you whether I want you or whether or not you're gonna be hot.
I don't think I'd be hot then.
You can get a lot of plastic surgery if you want.
Maybe not.
I'll fund your plastic surgery.
Just wait. Hold on. If I could be a hot girl, I'd be like, yeah, okay, $1 billion, sure. That's a lot of money. It's a lot of fucking money, dude. I could do fucking anything with that. Like, holy shit.
Okay, listen, guys, if you're fully willing to change your totally change your gender for the rest of your life for $1 billion, you're not that attached to it. Nope, that's
$5 from Tricky Mario. Seeing as Namoy is here.
Hey.
Did you know that Arnold from the Magic School Bus is also Jewish? The holiday special episode confirms it. Oh, I didn't know that.
Of course he was Jewish.
Because he has the curly hair?
Yeah.
Oh, I have curly hair. Go on.
$1 billion is never working again. That's too easy. Listen, guys, no. I mean, I want to shift my gender at will too, but I don't want to be stuck as someone having to take hormones forever.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds awful.
Listen, it's a lot of fucking money, dude.
Dude, that's not worth it. Maybe you're just not actually that attached to being a boy.
I'm pretty attached to being a boy. I'm more attached to $1 billion.
Okay, well, that just makes you capitalist scum.
Yes, Giga Chad. So I probably wouldn't do it for $1 billion for $1 million, because $1 million is not enough. But $1 billion? That's 1,000 millions. It's like, yeah, I think so, dude.
Nah, I wouldn't do it.
Boog, hey Boog, what's going on? Just shave all your body hair and wear a wig. For $1 billion. Thanks, Boog. Thanks for the 20 Mexicans.
You have a really high standard for trans women that have to pass, right? So you should hold the same standard for yourself if you have to be a girl.
Yeah.
Right?
But here's the thing. I don't gotta be attracted to myself.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
That's the point.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. That's the point.
But I'm not right now.
Well, you...
I don't care.
Okay, listen. You're bi, but you don't really like men that look like men. You just don't care if there's dicks there.
Yeah, I like femboys. You know?
Yes.
I see some cute femboys out there. They're pretty good.
Yeah, you're the barest bi.
Listen, liking twinks is still counts. Okay, I'm trying to
not if they just look like girls.
Lady Columbia, $5.
Dick there. It's
We
dumb.
have a whole
You're
generation
dumb.
to see the long-term effects of trans house psychology, chemical reactions over time. Gotta love a lab rat generation. Yeah. That's AGP. Okay. Anyway.
Okay, we should actually start with articles because we've gone on a tangent again.
Look up NASA Zero Gravity Coffee Cup and tell me what the first thing that came to your mind. Okay, what's NASA? Thanks, Sean King, for the $5. What's the NASA Zero Gravity Coffee Cup?
Just search up images.
The capillary cup. Is it like a jock strap or something? Like a bundle holder?
You know, for whatever reason, that reminded me of those neti pots.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately when I looked at it, I'm like, that's a neti pot. I know it's not a neti pot, but it looks like one. A little bit.
It's designed to allow astronauts to sip espresso in space.
Without it, like, falling out onto them. This hot coffee floating in the air.
Yeah.
Okay, articles. Let's go.
Hold on, get an alarm for Streamlabs. Listen, I'll post you out loud again. Listen. All the shit when it comes to like all this back end stuff like Streamlabs. Definitely when I move, I'm setting it all up properly because I'm gonna have a fucking new studio.
You know, you could have just set it up properly in the first place.
I'm being lazy.
Well, then shut the fuck up and don't complain.
I'm being lazy.
Don't complain.
Did you know? Oh.
You know that'd sound better if you didn't sing it through your nose.
Oh.
I didn't say go falsetto. I just said don't sing through your nose.
$3 for Dethan. Thank you. Kibbs charges you $100,000 of photos of him wearing gamer socks. I think we have $20K left to get to it. You've been donating $80,000 to Kibbs to get to the fucking gamer socks shit. That's funny, dude. I have
gamer socks.
That's funny, dude. That's funny. Okay. Yes, this is the P.O. Box mailing address. If you want to support the channel...
you already said this.
Shut up! I didn't finish it because we got sidetracked. If you want to support the channel, you can send stuff to the P.O. Box. It's going to be open probably till July, even though we moved, and there'll be a new one. Guess what else? Oh yeah, you want to support the channel. Super chats are always great, but new Discord coming. You can get into it using the Twitch subs, YouTube memberships, Patreon, or Subscribestar. All right, and if you have Amazon Prime, you have a free sub. So even if you don't watch Twitch, you can go over and give me a free $5. You've already paid for it. It comes with your Amazon Prime, so you might as well. Dave is coming with us. Yes, we are strapping him to the top of the car and bringing him with us when we move.
Yep. Also, for any of you who are looking for a timestamp for when the articles start, I'm so sorry.
52 minutes, it looks like. $5 from Artemis Fowl. Thanks, Artemis. Dev, Third World's five-star hotel stuck. I blame you. Why? I'm not a third worlder. Also, Hawaii SC citing TV episodes as so. Oh yeah, I saw that. The Hawaii Supreme Court, like, it was writing the opinion, and then they cited a line from The Wire, and it's like, this has nothing to do. This has nothing to do with, like, this has nothing to fucking do, guys, with the court. It's just a line from The Wire. Like, why? It's fucking God. We should bomb the Hawaii Supreme Court in Minecraft.
No.
Okay.
Read. Share your screen.
It's time for the articles.
It was time 40 minutes ago. Fuck.
Also, Artemis, I know that you've been traveling around. How's it going, man? How's your travels? Artemis is doing his glowy shit. Toppling some third world governments.
Ah, expected.
Yeah. Here we go. Russian man uses Chat GPT bot to match with over 5,000 women on dating app.
Tinder.
Yeah.
Based. Sounds good.
Okay, let's see here. So, OpenAI chatbot, ChatGPT, has been doing a lot of things for people. Now it seems dating too has been added to the list. A Russian man claims that an artificial intelligence chatbot assisted him in meeting and advancing his correspondence with his now wife.
How do you think his wife feels about that?
I don't know. The man shared a long post on Twitter where he revealed that he used ChatGPT to run a Tinder bot that matched him with over 5,000 women on the app. In the post, he claimed that he proposed to the girl that ChatGPT had been talking with on his behalf for a year. So,
oh my god!
This is all
also,
in.
Did they not fuck? Why would they post it and not translate
that's them,
it?
Though, that's them. So basically,
what?
He had all of his qualities.
Who wrote this?
He had all of his qualities. This is from the Times of India. Okay, he had all of his qualities, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, "Okay, listen, Listen, dude, guess what? Guess what? he he just replied back with the ChatGPT bot to the girl that the AI said was most compatible with him, and now they're getting married because he like min-maxed the game.
It's kind of fucked up, a little bit. Yeah, you know. Also, no, I'm not talking about the company. I'm talking about the person who's stupid enough. You can just automatically translate shit on Google. It just translates for you, and you take a screenshot of it.
So the bot he created had matched and communicated with 5,239 girls with whom he had met up with. He shared in the thread that the ChatGPT sometimes made him have 6 dates in a day. He went on to add that he had several variations of the bot. He further claimed he took a break from it after he found his now fiancée, Karina. I gave ChatGPT information about how I communicate. At first, there were problems because the program didn't know me. It could write some kind of nonsense. But later, I trained it to such an extent that he began to interact with girls like me.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
You just set up the bots.
Yep.
Like, people are actually doing stuff now. Like, some cosplayers are, like, setting up, like, AI bots so that their fans can, like, interact with the bots like they were the character. That's actually a really good business idea. Have you charged people for that?
Yeah, but it's really fucking bad for, like, social health.
Yeah.
People's fucking brains are getting melted by this shit.
That's okay.
Yeah.
It's sexy.
Yeah, there's like
that's it.
I saw it's like
sex sells.
so like you can go to Fillion, who's a VTuber, right? If you pay her $420 a month, you get to be the boyfriend of the AI, and it will talk to you like you're dating it.
Okay, no, see, that's actually
and it's like, oh my god, dude.
That's very bad for mental health. No, I'm talking about like cosplayers specifically.
Yeah.
Who like kind of have who are like cosplaying, but like also have like YouTube shows or whatever that are like they're doing their own characters ish, sort of like their own spin on the characters. They're building chatbots, and I'm just like, that's fucking cool. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
And then they can pay for it.
Yeah.
But doing it for a VTuber so you can pretend to be their girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever, that's a little fucked up.
That's a little fucked up.
That's a little fucked up.
Yeah. Artemis Fowl says, I simply hit on VTubers till I got one as a GF. Listen, are you talking about Kibs? You're talking about Kibs, dude? Is Kibs your GF? Okay. The 23-year-old revealed that the AI bot removed bad matches, made small talk in his behalf, booked dates, and eventually even helped him propose. He stated that he also installed certain filters that would show him those women with whom he should continue communicating live. He added that he used the AI platform to continue his correspondence with her. When Karina and I met live, I realized that it was possible to stop this system, and retrained her as an analyst of correspondence with Karina. The neural network told him where to go with the girl and what to say in a given situation. According to the developer, Karina was unaware of the role the AI played in her relationship. She found out about it only after they submitted their applications to the registry office. Zidane said that his now wife reacted calmly after finding out about the truth.
Were they in public? Probably in public. Okay, seriously, what?
Yep.
Oh my fucking god. Who is this? Wait, go back down. Who wrote this?
The TOI Tech Desk, which means it's probably an AI writer.
Oh my god.
$5 from Artemis Fowl. What's wrong with the AI BF, Dev? What's wrong with the Coom chair if it's nobody you know? It seems pretty bad, dude.
What is the Coom chair?
God, it's when it's
well,
like.
I don't know.
Okay, hold on.
Just explain it to me. Just summarize it. 5 words or less.
This would be easier.
Oh, this is kind of weird. Oh, no, I've seen this.
Yeah.
Harry Potter movies plus porn. Yeah. Heroin.
Yeah, this is kind of weird. That people enjoy things. Like, this is one of those things where, like, no one's consent is being violated. No one's being harmed.
Okay, no, listen.
But it's still pretty bad.
Listen, you say that, where's the mouse?
Yeah.
This guy's consent is being harmed because he has to fucking watch this shit.
It's one of those things where, like, very clearly only appealing to, like, the pleasure principle is not enough to determine whether or not something's immoral, because this is quite immoral even though no one's being hurt. Well, right?
Okay.
What?
No, I agree with you. It's just the fact that, like, the fact that people are attracted to child porn is a thing that exists. So obviously, no matter what, the pleasure principle cannot ever be fully followed to show if something's moral.
No, the point of the pleasure principle is, like, as long as you enjoy what you're doing and nobody's being hurt, then it's not immoral, right? Mm-hmm. But this is an instance where you enjoy what you're doing and no one's being hurt, and it's still very clearly immoral. There's something wrong here, right? So that's not enough to determine morality.
The only bad thing here is the heroin.
Yeah, but if he consents to it.
And also, depending on how old they are in the Harry Potter, that might also be bad.
Well, here's the thing. This comic was made before Marvel was like the big cultural phenomenon. So what the Harry Potter movies reference isn't something about being trans or whatever. What it is, or like being anti-trans. What it is basically like replace this in the modern day with Marvel movies.
No, I
understand. Just slop entertainment.
I understood already, but there is Harry Potter porn out there.
Oh my God.
I'm saying. Right. I assumed it was just insert whatever here plus porn. It's just Rule 34. It's the Rule 34 chair with wine and heroin.
I'm closing this.
You place that with like cocaine.
Yeah.
Cocaine and ecstasy.
Here we go.
Sounds good.
NASA wants to send nudes into space.
Do it, NASA.
Researchers have put forward a proposal for a message to be transmitted from Earth out into the Milky Way in the hopes that extraterrestrials will find it. The message plan includes representations of DNA, a map of the solar system, and illustrations of nude humans waving hi, one male and one female. The message ends with an invitation for extraterrestrials to respond using their own telescopic technology.
Okay. What if we encounter other alien races that are just like, damn, humans are fucking degenerate as fuck. Why are they sending us their nudes?
Yeah, probably.
Like,
or like, dude. Listen, we've gone so modernist, fellas, that like now we're just like beaming OnlyFans into space.
Also, yeah, one male, one female.
Okay. Dethan, $3. Thank you. John Lockie says this is bad. Dethan, you can keep using Streamlabs, dude.
No, don't tell him that, because then you'll angrily have to click on other things.
I still have it up over here.
No, you don't.
Also, I literally pulled it up, you dip switch. Okay.
You said already
Ben
up. That was
Jidus just subbed on Prime. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Another $5 from Artemis Fowl. How is it immoral, Dev? How does it affect you personally? Does societal good override personal freedom even if it isn't illegal? Sometimes it does, yes. It really depends on the various situations. Like, it's one of those things where I can't draw an exact line, but I know it when I see it. All right. This is the Loki's bargain fallacy, if you know what that means.
Oh, do you think the coon chair is the line that shouldn't be crossed? Because I think that's
only past the line. Yeah.
I actually think that's only bordering the line, honestly.
Listen,
it depends on how long you're doing it for, right? Like, of course, people are gonna get addicted to that shit, but people get addicted to everything. So, I feel like that's like the chair is half on one side of the line, half on the other.
Listen, the idea is called Loki's bargain, or it's like the Loki's wager fallacy or something. So the idea is like Loki, he loses a bet with some dwarves, and Loki bet his head, and so the dwarves going to cut his head off. And so Loki says, "Listen, you can take my head off, but you can't take even a little bit of my neck." And so the dwarves like start measuring, and they're like, "We can't determine where the neck ends and where the head begins, and every cut that we make, it seems like it'll take at least a little bit of the neck because there's no clear line between them." Yeah. So Loki, he says, "Well, then you can't take it then," and so he leaves, right? And like the point of the story is that even though you can't draw a clear line between two separate things, you can still recognize that they are two separate things. You okay? What are you jiggling for?
I jiggle.
Stop jiggling.
I refuse.
At least jiggle something nice.
No. Get the fuck out of here, you fucking boomer.
Okay, here we go. Apple's Vision Pro buyers are upset to discover that VR porn doesn't work. It's a $3,500 chastity belt. Okay,
wait, isn't that Apple's new like VR device?
Yes.
Well, then why the fuck doesn't porn work on it?
Porn doesn't work on it.
That's
stupid. It's a YouTube thing. Talk to Kibbs about it. What do you mean, Dethan? I don't know exactly what you're talking about, but thank you for the $3. Okay, now listen. All right, there's a lot of porn sets out. There's a lot of VR sets out there that actually do porn.
Yeah,
like the Oculus.
That's the point.
And like the Steam VR.
Listen, if you're not gonna take advantage of the obvious porn market that a VR setup is, then you're an idiot.
So the next big thing in VR is Apple's Vision Pro, and it's unique because its screen, like usually you put the headset on, and you see the virtual world, right?
Virtual world.
Well, here's the thing: the Apple one is translucent, and so you can actually see.
So it's AR.
Yeah. But here's the thing: you can sometimes it blacks out, so you can't see anything, but sometimes you can actually see the real world, and so you're walking around, you can see things in the world like Google Glass, right?
Oh,
but also,
dude, that's from like all those sci-fi animes, like way back when. They're doing it, boys. They're doing it.
Yeah, like imagine like a goggles you could walk around and just see everyone naked.
Well, no.
Only the hot ones, then you hit like the hot only switch. Yeah.
Wait, but then you'd have to figure out. Okay, you'd have to have a chip in your brain to that, so that so the goggles would know what you think is hot, because people have different things that they think are hot.
So here's the thing: there's already AI programs that are taking girls who are completely clothed and AI generating their bodies, and they're pretty accurate.
Well, I mean,
to how they look naked underneath.
I mean, that they say people generally don't want to talk about their like weird fucking defects they're gonna have on their body, but like, you know.
So in any case, though, the Vision Pro does not have porn. It will not play porn.
Because it's
one frustrated user says it's a $3,500 chastity belt.
Well, I mean, it's altered reality, not VR specific.
You should be able to.
That's different.
Yeah, but it can still play videos though. So
yeah.
Anyway, I'm sure someone will eventually come up with an app that allows that. None are available at launch, and you can't use the native web browser to access the porn sites either, because Apple just blocked it out. Yeah.
Oh well, that's stupid.
Yeah, you can't play Not Safe for Work, but there's no feature that plays pornographic footage as an 180-degree side-by-side video. Yeah, so there's like, okay, actually, you know what's really interesting?
What?
Okay, you can go to like a video made for porn VR on Pornhub and just watch it yourself, right? And here's what it is. All right, when you're sitting there and you have your goggles on. You can see like the girl sucking you off or whatever, because it's from like the guy's point of view.
Yep.
You can like, look around.
Yep.
And if you watch it in a browser, you can grab the mouse and just scroll around, right?
Yep.
And what's interesting is like you can scroll sometimes 180 degrees, sometimes 360, sometimes 270, but you can like look around. So like the girl could be like giving you the best blowjob, and you can like look off to the side and see whatever was being recorded somewhere else in the room. And usually it's just like the shelf or the door or whatever. But like sometimes you can see shit going on in the side, like a staff member walking through from the shoot, or like someone doing something goofy.
Yep.
or like the cat walking by.
Wow.
And honestly, it's sometimes more fun just to like open up a porn VR video and just see what's going on in here. not even look at the girl.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. You always say girl. Is there not guys doing that too?
I don't know. I haven't looked it up. But anyway, yeah.
Hey, indirect suitor.
Hey. So yeah, there's people are saying that basically the complaint. It's a short article. The complaints are that you can't get porn to work on the VR. Have you seen the controversy regarding this thing though? The Vision Pro shit.
The only thing I've seen about it was someone was using multiple timers, like while they were using the Vision Pro to like cook. Yeah, they had timers like over both pots.
Oh yeah.
And like they were using that while they were cooking.
Yeah. Also, well, I don't know if you've seen this, but like there's a VR game where like it's like vacuum your house, and then the game like plots out a bunch of coins in the ground, and as you vacuum you collect them.
That would be a great way to get kids to do chores.
So it's just like vacuum the room, and then you have your vacuum, and then you go and like the coins go ding 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 ding.
More chores.
No fucking. I'm gonna buy you a fucking VR set. Fuck you.
Well, actually, we still haven't discussed whether or not I can even wear one, considering my motion sickness. So
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay, so I pulled. I know that this is related to the Vision Pro. It's not the porn side of it. This is. I'm sure we've all seen this. All right.
I haven't.
Yeah, just here.
How long is it? Oh, it's only a
minute long.
That's okay.
Yeah, we don't need the audio either.
Hello.
Okay, so like imagine seeing this guy, right? He's like doing work with his fucking headset, sitting around.
Yeah.
At university, like I just want to remember, like just slap his face, just blast, just knock the fucking thing off, make it go flying.
Well, if it's the VR, right? If it's Vision Pro,
yeah,
he should still be able to see you coming up, right?
Sometimes, yeah. Like he's like, I'm doing work. Like this guy, on the fucking bus, like. This is how you get shanked, all right? This is when, like, a person of unknown ethnic descent that the news won't report on will run up and, like, just shove a shiv into your neck.
Jesus. Where the fuck are you living where that happens?
Every major American city.
It's not Canada. Great, we're safe.
Columbia, $5. Many people, OMG, this is so wrong. His hedonism will destroy himself. Me, no, let it take its course. Let the fools Minecraft themselves. Okay, keep going. So he's doing his thing, and it just looks weird. Like, look at this guy. You're at the gym. Shouldn't you be working out? What are you doing?
I mean, he's just taking up
what?
Oof.
Dude, you're at a fucking this is an actual sports match. Why are you doing it at a sports match? Okay, this guy. Okay, there's been several several instances of someone just letting their Teslas self-drive while they do work.
Yeah.
Which is illegal, by the way.
Yeah.
Like even if you have like an automatic driving thing, you still gotta stay focused on the road so that you can take over in case there's a mistake, right? $5 from Artemis Fowl. Thanks, dude. Naomi, use the VR set and censor out Dev and substitute him with Link. That way you can say you cucked Dev with Link. Fuck you.
I could. That's so smart. Thank you, Artemis.
Hey, Artemis, are you actually dating a VTuber? Who are you dating? I'm kind of curious now. Is it actually just Kibs?
That's why they're traveling.
Oh. But yeah, like this is illegal. Like, here, check this out. Okay, we're gonna go through it a little bit.
Well, if Teslas can self-drive, why is it illegal?
Because you still need to have somebody who's paying attention to the road in case the machine makes a mistake. And
that's fair. That's fair. Yeah. Okay.
It's like with cruise control, right?
Well, I mean, that's...
Yeah, so...
This is the same as people just texting, but worse.
Yeah. So this is the Secretary of Transportation, Pete Buttigieg, over in America. Reminder, all advanced driver assistance systems available today require the human driver to be in control and fully engaged in the driving task at all times. Yeah. So you can't do this.
Is this a woman, by the way?
No, it's a guy.
Is it?
It's just a guy.
Are you sure? Because...
Okay, see, like, yeah. This guy, he's just doing, like, desk work while the Tesla's going.
Yeah. Oh, my hand's on the wheel, though. It's fine.
Yep.
Fuck.
There was one. So there was 2 more videos that I couldn't find, right?
God, she looks really happy to be holding my gun.
Yeah! Okay. There were 2 more videos that I couldn't find, right? And one of them was a guy, he gets out of his car, and he's walking into the store through the parking lot. But he's, like, doing the hand motions with his fucking VR thing. And he looks like he's trying to be Tom Cruise from The Minority Report. You know what I mean? You didn't see that movie, did you?
No.
Are you fucking kidding me, Naomi?
You keep saying that, and the answer is always no. I haven't seen anything.
Yeah, and he's
busy watching Naruto.
So he's like speed walking into the store, like doing like moving things in the virtual world, and it's like, dude, you look like a fucking retard. And then there was another one, all right? There was a cute Asian chick like in downtown Tokyo, and she had one of these on, and she was doing the exact same thing, but she had like a trench coat on, and she was dressed up in like full like cyberpunk like Matrix gear.
Amazing.
And I was like, okay. It actually looks cool now.
Yeah.
Like, this is, okay, you can't look
it's all about style.
Yeah. You can't look like a fucking nerdy loser walking into Kroger's or something. You have to look cool doing this.
Here's the thing. It's because they're like a full set of goggles. If you had like glasses and did that, then you could like just look like business casual and you would still look cool. But it's because they're like a full on like headset, like, okay, we got this fucking big thick thing wrapped around my head. You have to like dress up to make it look
Thing
like...
Japan. That's a good meme, actually. I posted on Twitter. Maybe I'll find it. Here. Chat. Since on Super Chats that Naomi can read, will I do this? Will I find it real quick?
Do it. I'll read the chat anyway, because I can
actually
Artemis, see you now.
Go ahead.
Thanks, Artemis, for $5. Midgets in the bathtub, Naomi. Midgets in the bathtub! I don't know what that means.
Oh, yeah. I want to show you this real quick.
No. Stop showing me things.
Yeah. So this person is saying, this tweet has triggered Coomers. Because this person doesn't like the cute girl in Setter Blade. Because she's progressive. But her fucking banner has Tifa and Eris making out.
Coomers.
It's one of those things where it's like, we're allowed to be horny and you're not, kind of thing.
I mean, yeah. I think I don't care about the Stellar Blade character, but I am getting kind of tired of just being like, oh, are you wearing clothes? No, that's just actually a skin. I can see your belly button. If you parted those ass cheeks, I could just see your asshole in 3D. There's no clothes there. No, there's no clothes there.
So yeah, there's a heart where the clit is on the outfit. That's incredible.
No.
Listen, okay, we've swung so far into like ugly women puritanism. I'm happy for us to come back at least a little bit.
Listen, everyone in Baldur's Gate 3 is hot. So
give me one overly sexualized game, just one.
Baldur's Gate 3.
No.
Yes, you can fuck a bear. That's very sexualized.
Give me one overly sexualized game that progressives hate.
Cyberpunk.
No, they love that shit.
Okay.
Because this is the one, and I'm gonna fucking play it.
$5 from Nato. Thank you. You think that if VR and AR gets really popular, eventually there will be laws passed for it and against, like when smartphones got popular? Yes, 1000%. Yes. Definitely yes.
Yes.
Because otherwise, like, it's probably gonna take a bit, like it did for smartphones, but it'll be the same. Every woman in BG3 is made. Fuck you. Wrong.
Wait, did the Asian girl have a skirt and an LED butt plug? No, it wasn't. It wasn't Naomi Wu.
No. Okay.
You know what's really funny?
Boog, shut up.
Okay.
Boog, $20. Thank you. Did the 8? Oh no,
I just
read
yeah.
that. Well,
Okay. Sorry. Well, I wanted to bring that one up because what's really funny about that one is for a little while, back when we first started dating, everyone thought you were Naomi Wu. Because like I have a girl named Naomi, and they're like, "Is it Naomi Wu?" And I was like, "No, it's fucking not." Because she's from China, right? And I've dated Chinese girls in the past.
Ah, yes, that makes sense. Everyone assumes I'm Asian because of your tastes.
Also, she's a lesbian, so
Lollipop Chainsaw is more titillating.
I guess, yeah.
Titillating.
Okay, hold on.
Fuck you guys. All the people in BG3 are hot that are supposed to be hot.
Okay. For those of you who don't know, this is Naomi Wu. She's really cute. She has giant tits, which are obviously fake. She's like, no, she's like she works in tech, but she also like she metalworks and she welds and she builds her own tech. Like her boobs light up. She built her own like implants.
Amazing.
Yeah, and also she's like full lesbian, like 100% dyke. And people are like, "There's no fucking way this chick is real. It has to be a psyop. Has to be a fucking psyop." Like she
man, some people are just
but she
cool.
She fucking made a thing where like her vagina glows.
Amazing.
Like
why?
So like that's Naomi Wu. And for like a short while, like 2 weeks, people were like, "Dev is dating Naomi." He was like, "No, I'm fucking not." There's no fucking way, dude.
You would never be able to pull Naomi Wu.
Nope.
Even if she was straight.
You would never be able to do it either.
I can't pull anyone.
You pulled me.
No, I didn't.
Sure you did. What do you mean? Didn't you ask me out?
I did.
Yeah.
And then you canceled on me twice.
It was once.
It was twice.
It was once.
It was twice.
And we ended up dating. What's the fucking big deal?
Fuck you is the big deal.
I don't know if I can find it. Sure, is it gone?
God, this is what happens when you just go post 8 billion things in a single hour.
It's
Dev.
okay
God,
because
up.
it's also on Vosh's account, and I'm sure he's not talking about the fucking current situation. So it'll be there. If I just scroll down a bit, it'll be there.
Dead or Alive, extreme beach volleyball is hated by the left.
It is Artemis. That's right.
Oh yeah, I've seen this. Yeah.
Okay. Dead or Alive extreme beach volleyball is just like the girls from Dead or Alive who are all hot. It's like a fighting game playing volleyball, and they're all like their boobs are jiggling. It's like it's a good game, but people like the progs fucking hate it because it's attractive girls. Also, it's probably the main. That's probably where the main models come from for their porn. Is that game?
Probably.
Okay. $5 from Sean King. Don't Google what space movie came out in 1992. You mean Space Jam?
Was that 1992?
I thought it was.
I don't know.
I don't
Can we
know.
talk about Vosh, please? No, we already
did.
We already did.
Okay.
Come here on time.
Okay, here it is. All right, I found it. So yeah, this shit. Like, look, now suddenly the Vision Pro looks cool.
Because she's dressing for it. It's all about style. We literally just talked about this.
You gotta fully immerse yourself in the cyberpunk future.
Yep.
Also, it'd be better if it was black, not white. For this fit.
Yeah, but it's not. She could have just like added more white accents, but she probably just didn't have it.
She's cute. Yeah.
We don't even know if she's cute. You can't see her eyes.
So the best part about the future is going to be when you see a cute girl like this walking around with her headset, you like pull out your phone and tap the app, and then it like hacks into it and then beams like a fucking stunner into her brains, and you can just go and bang her.
Why?
Why not?
Why?
So you can bang her?
You just ask.
Then she might say no.
Coward.
Well, no.
Coward.
She can't say no if she's been stunned by the fucking device.
Yeah, but you're a coward for not asking.
No, I just want her not to say no.
That's bad.
Listen.
Read Columbia's thing.
Hold on.
Bob.
So I'm something negative here anyway, but coward is not the thing.
You
gotta figure it out.
It's also coward. No, you missed Lady Columbia's
cell phone app hypnosis is a hentai plot.
Shut up.
Jesus.
Shut up.
Okay.
Shut up.
Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm gonna scroll back up. Okay.
Nope. Go back down.
$10 from Lady Columbia. As a fan of Fruitiger Arrow and 90s sci-fi aesthetics, I'm nice to see people trying new styles. I'm tired of my sci-fi dystopia, my doomerism, my depression. I'm ready to go on full aggressive optimism. Yeah, so like early Star Trek stuff where like the future's bright and everything's fixed, kind of. Like TNG had like a lot of optimism in it.
The world's gonna die and everyone's gonna kill each other. That's how it's gonna be.
I'm gonna slap you.
Listen, I'm right about everything all the time.
On $5 from Fondue. I came to an epiphany on Safe Horny. It's not about the objectification of women, but the attention of men. It's literally the incel argument. Yeah, kinda. I'm gonna do like another video, probably when I cover Stellar Blade, because
Safe Horny?
Yeah, Safe Horny.
Explain.
So Stellar Blade is
really loud.
Okay, Stellar
Mike's
Blade
right there.
So Stellar Blade is considered problematic, but Baldur's Gate 3 is not, even though they're both very sexualized.
Oh no, yeah, okay, yeah, that's dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fluttercats, thanks for the 2. The 2 bits. Space movie from 1992 looks great. It's called Space Jam, isn't it?
Space movie, yeah.
Anyway.
It's a space movie, yeah.
Close this.
Are we gonna actually go back to the articles? We got 3 articles in and then got derailed again.
Okay, listen up.
Also, this is why. It's now 11:21. This is why I'm on a time crunch.
You have 3 hours, it's fine.
Yeah, that's not that long.
2 passengers were kicked off an Air Canada flight because they refused to sit in seats covered in puke.
What?
Simple as that.
I need more of an explanation. There's no fucking
Security
way.
escorted 2 Air Canada passengers off a plane after they refused to sit in a seat someone had vomited in. A woman who said she was seated in the row behind them wrote on social media. In an August 29th Facebook post, a user named Susan Benson said she watched 2 women and a man struggle to get seated on a flight from Las Vegas to Montreal. Benson wrote in her post that she noticed a bit of a foul smell, but had yet realized where it had come from. She then learned that someone had thrown up on the previous flight. Let's see. What's Facebook? Let's see here. You want to read this, Naomi? Go ahead.
Why am I reading it?
It's a girl's voice. Go.
So we recently flew with Air Canada from Las Vegas to Montreal. Seated in front of us were 2 ladies and a gentleman who were struggling to get seated. There was a bit of a foul smell, but we didn't know at first what the problem was. Apparently, on the previous flight, someone had vomited in that area. Air Canada attempted a quick cleanup before boarding, but clearly wasn't able to do a thorough clean. They placed coffee grinds in the seat pouch and sprayed perfume to mask the smell. Ew. First of all. When the clearly upset passengers tried to explain to the flight attendant that the seat and seatbelt were wet and there was still visible vomit residue in their area, oh, Jesus Christ, the flight attendant was very apologetic, but explained that the flight was full and there was nothing they could do. The passengers said they couldn't possibly be expected to sit and vomit for 5 hours. They argued back and forth for several minutes, and then the flight attendant said she would get her supervisor. The supervisor reiterated the same thing. We are sorry, but you have to. It's a full flight and there's no other seats available. The passengers asked if they could at least have blankets to sit on and wipes to clean more themselves. Reluctantly, they were given blankets, wipes, and more vomit bags. The best Air Canada could do. Jesus. They got themselves settled with blankets and wipes, and the next thing we know, the pilot came down the aisle and very calmly knelt down to the 2 and told the 2 ladies that they had 2 choices. They could leave the plane on their own accord and organize flights on their own dime, or they would be escorted off the plane by security and placed on a no-fly list. What? When they asked why, he said they were rude to the flight attendant. They were certainly not. They were upset and firm, but not rude. The passenger beside them explained to the pilot that they have literal vomit in their seats, and as a police officer, they would never treat people like that. He explained that they were not rude, just upset. The pilot got up and walked to the front of the plane. The next thing we know, security comes down the aisle and escorted the 2 ladies off the plane. For what? Refusing to sit and vomit for 5 hours? Air Canada literally expects passengers to sit in vomit or be escorted off the plane and placed on a no-fly list. I have no idea if they were actually placed on the no-fly list or not. I cannot stop thinking about these 2 ladies. They did nothing wrong. They were flying to Vienna via Montreal. I am ashamed to be Canadian and ashamed of Air Canada. I would like for as many people as possible to share this. I have already complained to the Air Canada directly and placed it on other social media platforms. I hope they find a good lawyer and sue the pants off of Air Canada. Shame on you, Air Canada. Shame on you. Holy fucking shit, that's fucking... What? What? That's insane! What? I don't want to sit and puke. You're a fucking abusive fucking Karen and you're getting kicked off the plane! Jesus! Fucking Air Canada. This is like the worst plane company in Canada. They just proved themselves to definitely be the worst fucking plane company in Canada. Holy shit. Holy fucking fuck.
So, we are reviewing this serious matter internally and have followed up with the customers directly as our operating procedures were not followed correctly in this instance. This includes an apologizing to the customers as they clearly did not receive the standard of care to which they were entitled in addressing their concerns.
Holy fucking shit.
Yeah, dude.
Holy shit.
That's wild. Yeah. $10 from Columbia. Thank you. This popped into my brain last night, but has anyone noticed all the torso high pants they're wearing now? I wonder why you would do that, ladies. How many flaps are you hiding and compressing? I think it's just the new style. Like rather than hip huggers, you have like waist huggers. It's just styles change, man. It's nothing conspiratorial. Don't worry about it.
Because if you have a bit of a bigger tummy, you look better in a.
And waist huggers?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe.
No, that's true.
I don't know. I don't know how fashion works.
This just is.
You know that I wear like sweatpants and like
you wear shorts,
stretchy pants and shorts and t-shirts.
You don't even wear stretchy pants. You only wear shorts and t-shirts, and that's it.
There's that one pair of stretchy pants that I've been wearing recently. It's nice. Yeah.
He said he didn't like them, guys. After we got them,
I
forced him to buy him pants, and now he likes these pants.
I don't like pants, dude.
But you like these ones.
Natto for $5. Dev, would you do a video on Attack on Titan now that it's over? First, the Progs lost their mind saying it promoted Nazism, and then again when it tackled race. I will. Yeah, definitely. Positive Attack on Titan is definitely on the list. Okay, so. Yeah,
this is fucked up.
This is fucked up, yeah.
That's fucked up. Yeah. Also, I like how they couldn't even clean the seats properly after someone puked on them. That's insane.
It's fucking ridiculous, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep going. The Bear star, Ayo Edebiri, tipped to place Johnny Depp in Pirates of the Caribbean films.
What? No, you can't replace Johnny Depp.
Yep.
No.
So, Pirates of the Caribbean, there was the original trilogy, right? And then everyone left except Johnny Depp after the original trilogy.
Yes.
And now that Johnny Depp's gone through the whole Amber Heard thing, even though he was ultimately correct.
Yes.
He's now been canceled and removed from the Pirates of the Caribbean films. So the next film is going to have a completely new cast.
Well, there's 4, right?
Yeah.
Currently?
Yeah.
This will be like a 5th one?
I said the next film, not the 4th. The next film.
Okay, yes, I understand that, but if anyone was listening to you that didn't know about Pirates of the Caribbean, which will be some people, like me, I know about Pirates of the Caribbean, but
I saw the original trilogy. The first one was great. The other two kind of sucked, and I didn't bother watching the 4th.
I mean, they were okay. I enjoyed how they continued the story. Got a little, being like, alright, Calypso, sure. That whole thing was weird. And then the fact that Elizabeth became, Queen of the Pirates was also a little weird.
Yeah.
But, it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
The 4th one was dumb, though.
The only Pirates I need is One Piece. Here's the thing, man. I feel like Pirates. Okay, you know how everyone.
You know what I need? I need a
okay,
more.
I just
yeah, no, you can't talk. Fuck you.
You know what? You know what?
I need a more condensed One Piece where it's not just fucking 5 episodes of them going over the same.
Is there 5 films now? Okay.
Over and over and over and over and over again.
I don't know if there's 5. I don't fucking know. I don't care. Okay, listen. So you know how zombies went through that early renaissance that started by it was started by The Walking Dead.
Yep.
And you had like a Wrath of the Lich King.
Yep.
Into the late 2000s, early 2010s, and they kind of petered out.
Oh no, there is a 5th one.
Yeah.
Came out in 2017.
I don't fucking care.
Wild.
I feel like it kind of went under the radar, and we're only realizing it in retrospect. But I think there was a quasi pirate renaissance in the 2000s, the early 2000s, because you had Pirates of the Caribbean, and you had One Piece, right? And then you had a bunch of games come out that all kind of had the same cartoon pirate theme that were very One Piece-esque.
Yep.
So Wind Waker's on that list. Zack and Wiki is on that list.
Boo!
Skies of Arcadia is on that list. They're Sky Pirates, right? So I kind of feel like there was just this. It was pirates and steampunk, and they're flying instead of sailing. That was an aesthetic that lasted for a short period of 5 years, and was kind of permeating the culture. Then it vanished in the 2000s.
Look up One Pace. It cuts the fluff and the filler.
That's cool.
You.
Yeah. One Pace?
Yeah, One Pace instead of One Piece.
Yeah, it's neat.
Yeah, also, why even continue without Johnny Depp? He's the main... He is.
Because he got canceled.
That's stupid.
And also, to be honest, the movies... The reason the movies 4 and presumably 5 were shit is because the character of Jack Sparrow can't... Even though he's the breakout character that everyone loves, he can't be the main character.
No, he can't. That's why they were shit, but you can't have the character there and then just replace him with some other actor. That's stupid.
Oh no. What I mean though is the first movie was about Will.
Yes.
Jack Sparrow was not the main actor or the main character. He was a side character, and he's good as a side character, but you can't make him the main character.
Yeah.
This is something that I think Hollywood just keeps fucking up. Is that there's a side character who is the breakout character that everyone loves, but he can't be the main. He cannot be the main. If you make him the main, the story destroys itself. He has to be the side character, right? So it's like the Fonz. That's the most early example. Jumping the Shark, the Fonz.
Yeah.
Fuck, what's another here's a deep cut for you. When it comes to National Lampoon's Vacations, like the Christmas Vacation, the Summer Vacation,
Yeah.
Uncle Eddie is like he's the most funny character in the movie.
Yeah.
But he has to be the side character because they made him a main character in Uncle Eddie's Island Adventure, and it was fucking awful, right? So it's one of those things where like side characters that are beloved have to remain side characters. It just doesn't work. And Jack Sparrow, I think, is an example of that.
Oh, yeah. Like, half of his appeal is that he has a mysterious past that you want to uncover that explains a lot of his behaviors. But once you uncover it, then there's nothing left. You know? And then he just is. And it's just like, well, why is he acting like that? It's been a while, and we discovered his thing, so shouldn't he have, like, redemption? But he's not as good if he has redemption. You know? So...
Amber for 10, thanks. Disney asked for Depp, but he refused over the OG drama. Oh, yeah, because he was, like, canceled by Disney, and he was like, come back, and he was like, no. Yeah, okay.
I mean, good, you know what? Good for Johnny Depp, then. This is still...
Hi, Swift Sword, what's up? Okay.
Hello.
He's looking for a new pirate to fill the void left by Johnny Depp in Pirates of the Caribbean. The studio is considering Ayo Edebiri to follow in Depp's footsteps.
I don't even know who that is.
In Pirates 6. She's tapped to play Anne, who is a character based on the real-life pirate Anne Bonny.
That's cool.
Okay. This is a female-fronted movie centering on a younger cast of pirates searching for hidden treasure. So they're going to girl boss their way. They're going to girl boss it, dude.
Elizabeth was already a girl boss.
Girl boss. Yeah. Okay, it's different. Okay. Girl boss means a specific type of character. So like Captain Marvel or like Rey from the new Star Wars, where they go through no changes. They never lose. They're just like Mary Sue's. Versus actual female characters who are interesting because they're actually... What are you doing? Your tongue?
I think I have a canker sore.
That sucks. Damn. Okay. So yeah, let's see.
Oh, so yeah, a black woman replacing another redhead.
Yep.
It's her.
Is it her? Is she the one?
Yeah.
Okay. She's gonna be the girl boss. But yeah, basically just like they're Hollywood is now afraid to make female characters that are interesting because a character that is interesting has to lose sometimes. And they're like, we can't show a girl losing.
Because the point
she's a proud black woman. Oh.
Generally, any character is, they started a thing, they lose some stuff, they hit rock bottom, and then they rise again.
Yeah, they come back.
Yeah.
Yep.
Every character arc ever.
And that never happened to Rey in Star Wars, and it never happened to Captain Marvel. It just... it never. She-Hulk was the worst. Oh my fucking god. We watched a bit of She-Hulk.
I didn't watch any She-Hulk because
Didn't you watch one episode
nope.
and you like left?
Nope.
Okay.
That was Halo.
Oh yeah. Fuck, these are bad shows, dude.
Why we don't watch them?
We gotta watch them.
No!
Guys, donate more money so I can pay Naomi to watch them with me.
No, you're not fucking... I will not suffer through the likes of Picard ever again! Ever!
That was so funny. Naomi, Picard 2 is gonna be great. It was so bad. Oh my god. Okay. Lady Clumber, $10. Thank you. I make it a policy to never buy sweatpants and only use a hoodie in the winter when leaving the gym. I will not lower myself. Hell, I sometimes wear white pants and white gym shorts with bright neon shirts. See, I don't like dressing up, ever. I like being a fucking hobgoblin. That's okay. Anyway, yeah, she's gonna be the new pirate
girl boss.
Pirate girl boss.
Pirate girl boss.
And it's just like at this point, none of the old characters are back.
No.
So who cares?
Yeah, like why even cares? Like you could just be like, yeah, it's in the same universe, but it's not actually the same guy, so don't worry about it. Like why? It's so dumb. Okay. Anyway, on to the next article. This is dumb. No, go to the next article.
Shut up. Artemis Fowl says I'm forcing Kibbs to watch Stargate Universe. Listen, Artemis.
That's good.
If you drop like a decent amount of Kibbs Arch level cash, I'll make Naomi watch a show she doesn't want to watch.
No.
All right. And we all know what the price is approximately. So.
$1 billion.
No, it's gonna be far less than that.
$1 billion. Fine, $1 million.
Underwear soaked in poison rots a man's genitals.
What?
Yeah.
What?
A man who discovered his genitals were slowly rotting away was allegedly wearing underpants poisoned by his wife. The Chinese man spent 2 weeks in intensive care after also suffering breathing difficulties. Investigators found his underwear had been laced with a widely used toxic herbicide called paraquat. 50-year-old was quarreling with his wife, who soaked his underwear in the substance and then dried them in the sun. The paraquat seeped into his skin through his privates and started causing breathing difficulties along with the putrefaction. Yeah, so imagine just having your dick rot off because your wife doesn't like you. What a fucking wild time.
Amazing idea.
Literal crotch rot. Hey, Snartigan, $2. You can mash all those garbage shows into one.
No.
All right. Yeah, okay. Artemis, you know what? Here's the price tag. I'll make Naomi watch Halo.
No, I'm not fucking watching Halo. Go
For
fuck yourself with a
$250.
No, fuck you. I'm not watching
I'll burn my relationship with Naomi to force her to watch Halo for $250.
I'm breaking all of your stream setup. I know all your secrets, and we'll release them to the world and break all of your things, so you will have no money left to fucking leave your fucking self with, you goddamn fucking asshole. Fuck you. No.
That's the goal.
No. I refuse to put myself through the mental anguish of being forced to watch a terrible show again.
Apparently Halo 2 season 2
I
is
don't
pretty good.
fucking care.
Really,
it's pretty good.
Here they come be $2 or $5. Don't mind the girl boss, especially the minority ones. When the proletariat rises against the capitalist girl boss and use them as the workers' cock sleeve.
Jesus.
Oh god, I saw someone say like, "Get done. I will provide the cash at the end of the month." Based.
Fuck you, Artemis.
Based. Okay, $250 for Halo. Naomi and I will do a series on it. Hey, Naomi. Naomi, don't give me that look. Don't give me that look of understanding. Ow! 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 Stop! Ow! Okay, so join Arch and Kibbs to watch. Here's the thing: I was already like set up to join Arch and Kibbs for Halo Season 2, but I couldn't do it yesterday. I don't know if you already did it. I'll message Arch after the stream. Yeah, I'll message Arch after the stream. Here, hold on. I'll do it. God damn it! Stop. Okay, I'm just gonna do this. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, listen. You poison his underwear. Name it domestic abuse, domestic violence, physical abuse.
Yeah, you shouldn't have shown me this article. I know what to do, and I'm very angry at you. Yeah.
Okay. What's next? Elden Ring mobile game with Genshin Impact like microtransactions is coming. Are you ready for them to rape Elden Ring into the dirt? Oh yeah,
is it the actual company doing it?
No, Tencent got tapped to do it. They're the Epic Games guys. Okay.
Fuck those guys.
So listen. I actually remember. So there was someone who was like, "Listen, when a member of the proletariat rapes a bourgeois woman, it is known as defensive rape."
I don't go back one more. Go back to that other article.
This one.
This.
Baby dies after a woman put her in the oven by accident. Wow. I guess we're doing multiple weird things.
Yep.
Okay, let's see this.
Thank you, whoever said that.
Thank you, chatter. Counter rape. Okay, here we go. So, Maria Thomas of Kansas City, Missouri was charged with endangering the welfare of a child. Police recalled reports the baby was not breathing on Friday, and the child was pronounced dead at the scene. Jesus Christ, dude. Is this a picture of a dead baby or a living one? Like, I assume this is a...
Hopefully it's living.
I posted my baby's corpse on Facebook! Okay. A probable cause statement that reporters from the child with apparent burns oh my god. She was gruesome. A witness said the mother put the child down for a nap and accidentally placed her in the oven instead of the crib.
Holy.
Wow!
Wait, was she a single mother?
Probably.
Sign up! Sign up, Dev! Sign up!
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Anything else? Nope, just... Yeah.
That's sad. I have a feeling she was probably a single mom.
And high as fuck.
Well, she might not have been high. She might have just been, like, tired because the baby was screaming all night, you know?
Just cooked it?
No, accidentally. Like, she probably had the oven prepped for, like... No, listen.
Black people don't season day babies.
Jesus. Black people season everything. That's not true.
Yeah, with fucking bleach.
No. Okay, stop. No, listen. Like, what probably happened was that she had probably was prepping the oven for, like, dinner or something. Like, preheating it like you're supposed to do instead of just sticking stuff in it, Devin. Mm-hmm. And, like, was so fucking tired that was just like, yeah, okay, I gotta go, like, finish the oven stuff. Baby's down for an hour. I gotta put the baby down, then finish the oven stuff. And, like...
Just didn't think about it? She was, like, brain-addled?
Yeah, because probably sleep deprivation and, like, how old was the kid?
Like a child, like a baby. Like
yeah, but, like, how old?
I don't fucking know.
Because, like, if she...
Can't walk yet, old.
Okay, well, that can... You know, younger than a year is still not sleeping through the night, so, you know. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or she could have just been like...
Or she could have been one of those terrible mothers. She was just fucking high as fucking didn't think about it, you know? I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt because they probably would have mentioned
it. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I don't know about that, dude. Okay. Elden Ring.
You mean Genshin Ring.
Genshin Ring. So, the action RPG produced by From Software, including Elden Ring, feels like the furthest thing away from being appropriate fits for mobile devices. They are extremely dark, violent, rely on environmental storytelling, and they don't fit the gacha format. Moreover, the tight controls needed to survive the hardest bosses in Elden Ring would be nearly impossible to emulate on a phone's touchscreen.
Correct.
There are mobile controllers. That means cutting down the prospective audience by a huge amount. However, Chinese gaming giant Tencent they're now making Elden Ring coming to the smaller screen with a style evoking the success of Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail. Yeah. Working on a mobile version of Elden Ring, which started shortly after Tencent bought a 16% stake in FromSoft, with a prototype in the works.
So this still means that FromSoft gave them permission to do this, right?
FromSoft sold 16%, or like they were already a public company and they bought 16% from. They bought 16% from other stakeholders or something. Yeah.
I'll say Flamenco.
Oh shit! Here we go again. Hey Flamenco, and hey Tricky Mario. Thanks for the $2. So yeah. So the game, the mobile version of Elden Ring will be different because of its monetization practices. Elden Ring's mobile version will use in-app purchases rather than a one-time payment. Yep. It's going to be it's unclear whether this mobile game is a straight adaptation of Elden Ring to mobile devices or whether it will be some chopped-up attempt at mimicking the formula codified by Genshin Impact. Yeah, so this is going to be a shit show. This is going to be awful.
Yep.
This is going to be fucking terrible. Yeah. Fans are eager to return to the world of Elden Ring, but this cursed wish from the monkey's paw is the farthest thing from what they wanted. That's true, dude.
Oh, okay.
That's true.
That's actually, okay, wait, scroll down. Is this an actual author?
Yes.
Okay, good. Yeah. Thank you, Scott, for that golden line.
Yeah. Man admits removing the penis of a eunuch maker accused of live streaming castrations.
What?
Right. 2 men have admitted removing body parts of a man who was accused of carrying out castrations and broadcasting the footage on his eunuch maker website.
What?
So there's a nurse named Nathan Arnold, 48 years old, from South Kensington in West London, admitted the partial removal of Marius Gustavsson's nipple in the summer of 2019 and stealing medicine from the hospital he worked at in 2016. Damiel Burns, 35, from Tottenham, North London, admitted removing Gustafsson's penis on February 18, 2017.
What?
So I think these are all people who did this consensually, but they live stream it because they get off on it. He's like, yes.
What?
I want you to cut off my dick. And he's like, I want to cut off your dick. And so they do it. And then they're getting charged for it.
What? I'm so confused. Scroll down.
Okay. Arnold and Burns pleaded guilty during a hearing at the Old Bailey on Wednesday. I think the Old Bailey is like a court, I guess. It has to be. Yeah. Causing grievous bodily harm with the intent to 45-year-old Gustafsson. Also pleaded guilty to the theft of local anesthetic lidocaine from the Chelsea and Westminster Hospital and accepted a further offense of possessing extreme pornography.
Least crazy eunuch developer story.
Thank you for the $2, Taras. Yeah.
Cute.
He is said to have been Gustafsson, who is from Norway. Carl-Arch is one of his guys.
Hey,
is said to have been the ringleader in a wide-ranging conspiracy involving the 29 offenses of extreme body modifications, the removal of body parts, the trade in body parts, and uploading of videos. Metropolitan Police have said charges relate to 13 alleged victims. His alleged right-hand man, Peter Waits, 66, from Croydon in South London, pleaded guilty to conspiracy to cause grievous bodily... Okay.
So they traded body parts, not just penises.
The defendants are alleged to have performed extreme body modifications, including the removal of penises and testicles.
Jesus.
The procedures were filmed and uploaded to the Eunuch Maker website that he ran, and subscribers would pay to watch.
How? No. Why? What the fuck? Why are people so fucked up?
I don't know.
I thought this shit wasn't fucking real.
£5 from Dracus Luthos. Thank you. It's 10 cent stealing shares yet again.
Ban Chinese subversion.
Ban Tencent. Ban Huawei. No, it's Huawei.
Hawaii boy.
It's Huawei.
Huawei.
Ban TikTok. Play Hyperlight Drifter. Oh wait, Dracus is doing the thing. He's doing the thing with Kibbs. He's already doing it. Where that's $5 going towards Hyperlight Drifter.
Yeah.
Play Hyperlight Drifter.
Yeah. No, it's not.
Yes, it is. If everyone agreed, why can't we make the human scent e-pad? Thanks, Tereshchemenko. Thanks for the $5.
I don't want to read this article anymore.
Anyway, no, we're still reading. Shut up. I don't care. Removal of a man's penis, the clamping of another testicles, freezing of a leg which required amputation, charged with possession of criminal property, making an indecent image of a child, and distributing an indecent image of a child. Why? Why children are involved? This is okay. Maybe he's also a child porn guy. I don't fucking know.
Maybe that's the penises they were removing.
Oh yeah, the practice is linked to a subculture where men become nullos. I've heard about this before. Short for genital nullification, by having their penis and testicles removed. All right, so there's a
new gender.
There's like an extreme part of kind of trans, kind of like twink bottom subculture where they want to be nullos. So they just want to be like thin and waifish and completely genderless. They want to be eunuchs. And they call themselves nullos, so they cut off their own genitals and they only bottom. They only take it in the ass.
Jesus. Fucking, that's just making your whole fucking sexuality a part of your personality. It's like, oh god, I want to fucking bottom for everyone so bad. I'm just gonna, like, become the ultimate bottom. That's stupid. Just be a fucking bottom. Like, just be a bottom. You don't have to make it all about... You don't have to make that the only thing that is you. Mm-hmm. Just be a bottom. It's okay.
$2 to Smart again. Play Heavy Light Drifter. It's really good. I will do so. Thank you. Okay. Let's go. I work in a brothel. Moms pay me to deflower their clueless virgin sons.
So do dads. This is just a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is just a thing for teenagers who ain't getting it.
So, unironically, if I were pushed to do this, I'd be, like, pissed.
Yeah.
If it'd be like, listen, I know you haven't fucked yet, even though I had in high school, but like, let's say I was a virgin.
This is for the guys who got no riz, Dev.
Yeah, but like, if my parents came up to me and said, it's time for you to be a man, we're going to the brothel, I'd be like, fuck you. I would be very against this if I were the kid in question.
That makes sense, but these are probably also kids who are just desperate to get some. You weren't ever desperate to get some.
Even during my dry spells, I was like, wouldn't do this.
Because you are not a person who is desperate to get some.
As in, even when I'm not having sex, the desperation isn't there?
Yeah.
That's what you mean?
Yeah, there's definitely... That's why incels are a thing. They're so fucking desperate that it just rots their brain.
Yeah.
But this is definitely a thing. I've definitely heard of this before.
She makes the sun shine.
Ha! Did the actual person write this?
I think so, yeah. Okay, a licensed sex worker reveals that mums pay her to take their clueless virginal sons out and then under the sheets for the first time.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. It's like a fake date, but she's a prostitute.
Ariel Little, who's 33. This is her, eh? Mm-hmm. This is Ariel Little.
She got little titties.
She does seem like petite, yeah? Yeah, okay. Ariel Little works at a licensed legal brothel in Nevada, but she also ventures outside the erotic establishment to offer inexperienced clients a full wining and dining experience. Mums are sending their sons to me ahead of Valentine's Day to get their first experience under the belt. This is fucking gross, dude.
Yep.
Fuck. They're reaching out from a place of care and concern, wanting to make sure their kid essentially doesn't become bitter and negative towards women. They get in touch because their kids never connected with women or for whatever reason. Okay, this would probably make me more bitter and negative towards women. Where it's like, oh, my first encounter was actually just fake. I was paid for it.
Only if they found out. I do agree. I'm not saying that this is good, but like only if the kids found out.
I'd be more angry if it was like concealed from me.
Of course, yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
As the kids should be angry, right? Mm-hmm. You know, that's why you just take them to the brothel so they just know, right?
I still wouldn't want to do
that. Take them to the
brothel. I wouldn't want to do that either.
We're not talking about you. You are not the same as everyone else, Dev. Jesus Christ.
Should be.
You're so fucking narcissistic sometimes. God.
Listen. She explained that some of these men are introverted and never started their dating or sex lives. She welcomes mothers who book appointments with her for their son, so long as it's consensual and the person is aware that this is what they're getting as a present.
Okay, well, see, that's actually not bad.
Yeah, I guess. That's. Hold on. I mean, it's like it's literally rape. It's like rape by non-informing or something. It's when like. You know when like you're dating a woman and she turns out she's trans and you're not into that, but she gives you a blowjob before you know, like. That's not rape because you're not forced, but if you had known, you wouldn't have done it, right?
Yes, yeah.
It's some level of scummy.
It's not actually rape, but it is like whatever is like the legal... No, I can't word my words right.
I know what you mean, yeah.
It's not technically...
They can't see your hands.
I know!
They can't see your hands.
I cannot explain with words. I am correct, it doesn't matter.
So, yeah, like if someone was like, hey, here, let's assume that my mom, she wouldn't do this, but...
How many you just assume your dad, because your dad would be more likely?
He still wouldn't do it, though. He's more likely, but he wouldn't do it. Okay, assume that I had different parents, all right?
Yep.
And my parents were like, they call up this woman and is like, listen, our son Dev has not had sex yet, and he's like 18, and we're getting worried, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to pay you, and you're going to go out and like ask him out and go out for dinner and then fuck him that night. Okay, that's what you're gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, okay. The fact that it's all set up and I don't know, I'd be so fucking pissed.
Yeah, but she says that they do know.
Yeah.
So that's good.
That makes it slightly better.
Yeah.
But even then, I would just reject it. I'd be like, no. If she came to me and she's like, I was paid by your parents to fuck you. I'd just... But I'm better.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I want you to look down.
Yep.
And then say
still
that you're
better. Yep.
You didn't look down.
Don't care. Don't need.
You didn't
yep.
look
still
down.
better. Yep. All things considered, still better. Yes. I am morally superior.
Yeah.
Okay,
sure
so let's continue. Getting to sit and go out on a date is truly a first experience for them, so it's so stressful and nerve-wracking. To help ease these men into the world of dating, the sex worker will organize a practice date to set them up with the skills they're going to need to be in successful relationships in the future. I've had guys shaking in a mocked-up first date situation. For some of these gentlemen, they've not even had their first kiss. Dev, incels aren't real. Everyone gets fucked by the IRS. Also, celibacy is easily ended by finding a capitalist on a street corner. Yeah. Thanks, Artemis.
This is the capitalist on the street corner that he's looking for.
Artemis. The 250 awaits.
Shut up, Dev.
I want to keep reminding him.
Read the article. Get your fucking brain out of the Halo gutter. God.
Thank you very much, Artemis. Thank you.
Read the fucking article.
It would either be Artemis or it would be J-Mac. Either of those guys, because they both have the money. Otherwise, there's no choice. There's no hope of us watching it. So I want the hope to remain alive in Naomi's cold, dying heart. It's right here.
He's dying because you're a fucking asshole.
Am I? Okay. Actually, here's a question, all right? Let's say that you started dating a guy, and he's like all right at dating, but he admits to you that his first date and first lay was with a prostitute, so you could like get it out of his system. How would you feel about that? I'd probably weird it out, I think. It's like, really? You can,
that's because you're far more weird about sex than I am. I don't fucking care.
I'd be like, you really do? Like, I don't know. I think I'd feel weird if like a partner had previously used prostitutes. I'd be like, it's a bit. I don't know if I'd dump them, but I'd be like a little bit weird. I'd be like, really? Like,
you were weirded by the number of my sexual partners, like.
Even though it's relatively the same, but it's because you're younger than me.
And I got more wrist than you, Dev.
Yeah, it's easy for girls to get laid, Naomi, compared to guys. So shut the fuck up. You don't need to remind me, Dev. I don't forget things. Fair enough, Artemis. I forget things all the time. So
listen, I would be like, that's kind of weird, and I'm probably gonna tease you about it just ever so tiny bit, but like I don't actually care, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm better than you.
Yeah.
I'm better than you, Dev.
Oh no. Part of being better is being more judgmental, Giga Chad.
No.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
No.
Withholding having a standard. And
I do have a standard. My standard is just better than yours.
Nope. I think it's really beneficial to have that first experience with someone who is more experienced because there's not going to be any judgment. I have a pretty good sense of how to get people to relax and overcome their nerves and set somebody up for the best time possible.
So she just has like a nat 20 in charisma and she just uses it to her advantage. It's great.
Yeah. Naomi, who previously said in this stream, it's odd for an 11th grader to date a 10th grader, is not a prude. Yeah, bull fucking shit, Naomi.
Listen, guys, I'm not a prude. I'm talking about I'm just talking about, okay, that point is just the weirdness of, like, high school culture. Like, it's not actually weird to feel that way in high school. How dare a 16-year-old
fuck a 15-year-old? We need to string them up by their fucking ball sack out in the quad.
Did I say that? You fucking word putter in mouther? I didn't say that. I just said there's the feeling of, like, you as the older person shouldn't date someone younger than you in high school because you feel like each grade you actually feel yourself a lot more mature. Even if you technically aren't actually much more mature, you feel a lot more mature.
Hold on. Would you game with someone who said they started gaming with microtransactions? It's kind of the same thing. Like, the first game I ever played was Genshin Impact. And I paid them tons of dollars out of my fucking asshole to play the game. It's like,
have they stopped playing Genshin Impact?
You're a child.
Have they stopped?
Thanks for the $5, Terrace. Thank you.
With the guy at the prostitutes. If they've stopped playing Genshin Impact, sure, you're gonna be okay, my dude. If they've stopped fucking all the prostitutes, then you're gonna be good, my dude. It's okay.
Hold on. See, Jan's right. This button is rotating backwards.
Yes, it is. Because they're resetting it.
Oh, they're resetting their virginity.
Resetting it, yes.
Wait.
Not refreshing it, but resetting it.
You can't reset your virginity.
You're gonna. That's what they're doing. No, you gotta reset it.
You can't.
You can.
No.
Yes.
How?
You can't.
Dude, there's so many girls who are like, you know, when it comes to your body count, ladies, it doesn't count if you were drunk. It doesn't count if you didn't like it. It doesn't count if you just say it doesn't count.
That's not fucking true.
It's not fucking true, dude.
That's not true.
These fucking... Dev did cover a certain folder leak. Yeah, Flamenco. Only superficially. I'm gonna do a video on it. She was under 5'4", you sick fuck. I love that meme. Oh my god, Artemis, thank you for the $5.
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear the meme? It's the police officer yelling in a guy's face from like a CSI type show or a cop show. And it's like, she was underage, you sick fuck. He's like yelling in the suspect's face, but people have adapted it to be like the most ridiculous shit. So I used it recently to be like, she was a post minor.
Is that from Criminal Minds or the?
Possibly, I don't know which one it is.
What's the other one? It's the sex one.
Hold on, I can know your meme it.
What's that show? I actually really like it. Special Victims Unit.
Really? It's a ridiculous show.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, at least I did. I haven't watched it in like many, many years.
Yeah. Americans when a 16-year-old dates an 18-year-old versus Americans when an 18-year-old is cream pied by 5 middle-aged men on camera. Okay. She's only... Okay, where's the actual meme, though?
Okay, it doesn't actually matter. I don't care.
But I want to know.
I don't care.
Usually, yeah, it's from Law and Order SVU. Okay, I'll
Special Victims Unit. That's what it's. Law and Order.
I'll look it up later. Okay, anyway. Is there anything more to this? Like,
no.
She's cute, but...
She's cute and, like, helps people relax. I don't really... I understand why people think this is weird. I don't actually think this is that bad of a thing, honestly.
It's kind of weird, dude.
I mean, okay, if she didn't sleep with them, would it still be weird if it was just practice dates?
Honestly, it's kind of weirder. Because now you're paying just for a date, not even for the sex. You don't even get the fucking fun part out of it.
Well, that's what escorts are, and people pay fucking hundreds and thousands of dollars for those.
Yeah, it's also weird. Get yourself a real-ass girl.
Or you can just have a really hot girl to make
You know what?
You know what? No. You hire the escort to make your fucking ex-wife jealous.
I would only fuck this chick if I could also beat her up.
What? Why?
She's a prostitute.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
What do you mean? Nothing. I knew you were gonna hit me, so I blocked it.
I didn't block it that well. I still hit you.
Wait, now we should watch Jay Longbone's recent video. It's lost the plot hard.
Yeah, no,
do you see the recent controversy about SVU?
No, I haven't, and I haven't watched it since I was like very, very young. So it's been a while.
Let me tell you. So a white woman is raped by like a black immigrant.
Oh boy.
And she's like crying and says, "I can't turn him in because he'll be deported, and it's not his fault." And society and the show sets him up as the victim.
Holy
because
shit,
he's an
what?
immigrant.
That's fucked up.
And the system wants to deport him now that he's raped somebody.
That's fucked up.
Like, and I'm telling you, dude, it's fucked up, man. Yeah. Okay.
Also, I don't like the fact who I know who Brett Cooper is, but I do agree she kind of looks like Brett Cooper.
All right, let me look it up. Okay. Wait, here, read this 10 from Our Lady of Columbia.
As I've gotten older, I'm just less interested in dating. People either let themselves go, stagnate, or build themselves up. I don't have time to late in the quality and opportunity aren't with it now.
I don't have time. Too late in the quality opportunity aren't with it. Yeah, so basically listen, you might find somebody still. Like, don't worry about it that much. Just, yeah. I've watched some of Brett Cooper's videos. I didn't know her name.
Her shorts keep popping up on my channel. And there was one take I had that actually made me like really fucking pissed off.
About
because
her?
she's a woman who said it. Like, she was just like, man, if you really want like a judge who is on their period to be your judge, like, that's like, you know, and I'm just like, listen, it made me really pissed off because I'm just like, okay, well, one, you're here giving fucking political takes, so now, obviously, if we know you're on your period, we can't trust your judgment about that.
Yep.
Two, if you don't have the maturity enough yourself to realize that you can control your emotions well enough while you're on your period to do other, like, professional stuff, I don't take anything you say seriously anymore. Like, obviously, she's not mature enough to fucking be talking about that sort of thing. If she doesn't realize that you can control your emotions in a professional setting. Like, good fucking lord. Ridiculous. Anyway, so now I'm just like, nah, she's dumb. I've agreed with some of her takes, but she's dumb. In a professional setting. I said in a professional setting, I see that fucking look. In a professional setting. That's why I said it that way. Professional setting. God, you're such a fucking asshole.
Yeah. I haven't said anything.
What other fucking make your stupid comments then, Devin?
I have nothing to say.
I'm sure you don't.
I have nothing to say. Anyway, so it's her.
Whatever.
And her?
Yeah, a little bit.
Just red hair, I guess? She never red hair.
Well, no, she doesn't, but their faces look kind of similar. Just a little bit. It's in like the nose a little bit.
You know what you could do? You could probably like take this chick, like, get porn of this chick, and then like face swap, and it would look probably identical.
Yeah, probably. But
If you want to deep fake some porn.
Yeah, it's in the nose and the lips a little bit, but the eyes are super different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I did like a video and like a discussion on the deep faking thing. Like, it's kind of weird, you know, if someone deep fakes porn of you, it's not actually you naked, but like it looks enough like you, you're gonna feel weirded out about it, you know, even though it's not actually your body.
I mean, yeah, but AI can't tell where all my moles are, so I'm not worried about it. I'll be like, my mole's not there. That's
enough.
not me.
Yeah.
You know,
like, you have a fair number of moles.
Yes,
that's
I do.
true.
I have lots. Also, who said armor? Yeah, no. This is not a professional environment.
You keep telling me to be more professional.
I keep telling you to be more professional.
Guess what? Now it is.
You don't pay me, so I'm not professional.
Guess what? You're coming on the payroll, bitch, and you're gonna be more professional.
Give me my first paycheck, and I'll be more professional.
Artemis 250, drop it. And then
going to you, not to me.
Oh, you get your share.
I'm sure I will, just like you said every other time it has.
All the shit I've bought, you fuck you. Most of the money goes towards you anyway. Okay. Caught on camera. The moment a 33-ton aquarium bursts in the shopping center, showering crowds with live sharks and shards of glass. Oh my fucking god, dude.
Poor sharks.
Yep. Let's see. Wrong, Naomi. It's the mom from the 70s show. Thanks. Thanks, Fondue.
Kitty.
A shocking moment that a 33-ton glass burst, leaving 50 people injured by flying shards of broken glass in a torrent of water. The Shanghai Orient Shopping Center in China's second largest city when it shattered without warning December 19th. Of course, it's fucking China, dude. It's Live Leak. Of course, it's Live Leak.
Well, yeah, there was sharks.
Boom! Boom!
Fuck.
Water and sharks and glass just flying out to fucking destroy you. Oh my god.
Oh, those poor sharks. That's so sad.
There it is. Just.
God. What?
Sharknado, baby.
I mean, I think you mean shark tsunami.
Wait, hold on. Dev, apparently you just posted a video. Did I? What do you mean? Watch like Dave uploading something somewhere. He's like, while Dev's live, I'll upload a new video where I reveal all of his secrets, how he sexually abused me as a child. No, it's just yeah, it's just this. It's fine. The new video is apparently just the stream. Okay. Also, I did sexually abuse Dave as a child. You're both children. It's fine.
That doesn't make it fine.
It's obviously a joke. Okay.
God.
$5 from Tara Shevchenko. Live Leak in China. That's a marriage that will never see a divorce. Live Leak's gone now, man. R.I.P. I miss Live Leak. Yeah. Yep. The sharks are just like.
They're just gonna be dead. That's so
fucked.
sad.
Oh
the sharks did nothing wrong.
My god, dude.
You see, they're just dead. Yep. That's so sad.
It sucks. All right. What's next? Man caught pleasuring himself in the Nashville library uses the lube on his hands to slip out of his cuffs.
Amazing.
This guy's like, I'm a mastermind. No one can keep me.
Accurate. He is.
Yep. He saw the most opportunity, grabbed it. So a man was recently arrested for masturbating inside the Vanderbilt University Divinity Library in Nashville. But he apparently made use of what he had on his hands to try and slip away from the cops once he was busted. The police report states that officers responded after reports of a man watching porn on a library computer. Why the fuck do you do that?
Because they don't have the internet at home, and they're also exhibitionists.
That's so stupid. Okay. Giga Chad based. Giga Chad. So they received a call that he was actively pleasuring himself in the library. The officers around, they found 25-year-old Mark Cowart sitting at a computer watching porn with his sweatpants down and his hand inside his boxers, yanking the old chain. Officers then took Cowart into custody, but Cowart was able to slip out of the handcuffs because of an unknown substance on his hands.
It was lube and cum.
Yeah, he had lube on his hands from jacking it in the library. Dude came prepared with a plan and supplies. That, or he just carries around lube with him at all times in case the opportunity presents itself.
Nah, when the cops tried cuffing him, he just came right before they did it because it was hot.
He was finally arrested and admitted to the officers that he was masturbating in the library because he was horny.
Yep.
He was taken to the Metro Nashville Detention Center and booked on charges of public indecency, resisting arrest, and trespass. He was released on a $3,500 bond. Dude.
And I do it again!
And I do it again. Look at this Giga Chad, though. He's just like, I'll just slip out of my cuffs. Can't hold me, coppers. You can't fucking hold me. Man has the fentanyl stare? Yeah, kinda. I'm the next George Floyd. Yeah, dude.
Next article.
Okay. Woman sues the bar after getting so drunk she blew up a $10 million home.
What? How did you... What?
I'm just a girl. She was so bombed she blew up a house.
Ha.
A Canadian woman who caused $10 million in damages after driving drunk, crashing into a house, and causing an explosion
Jesus.
is now suing the concert venue that provided her the alcoholic beverage, as she claims the owners are to blame. It's so fucking... No, it's not.
Oh, you know what's fucking stupid? Okay. My
Twitter account has been SO Secretary for a while. It's like 4 accounts old. Now it's Sleepy_Devo.
Okay. What's actually incredibly annoying, before even getting into the rest of the article, is that she can actually technically have a case here because of our really stupid fucking... Is this in Ontario?
It's on Canada somewhere. I don't know where.
Okay.
London, Ontario. Yeah, London, Ontario.
So, that makes it even worse. So, if you serve a person alcohol as the venue owner and the person specifically serving you the alcohol, you are in charge of that person until they get home.
That's fucking ridiculous, yeah. It's so stupid.
I will never actually be in a bar. Like, grocery stores, you know, there's probably more leniency, but I will never be a fucking bartender or a server in this goddamn fucking province because of that stupid fucking rule. You have to if they drunk drive and they fucking crash on the way home, that's the fucking venues and your, as the server's, fucking responsibility, and you all get fucking fined to shit. She has an actual fucking case here, and that is the ridiculous part of this
Canada's laws are so cucked. There's so much bullshit in our laws.
So fucking stupid.
There's so much bullshit in our fucking... Like, I know you're like, America and the guns. Honestly, I'll take the guns over this shit. I'll take the guns over this shit. I'll take the guns over the whole, like, people getting charged for, like, misgendering someone, using the wrong pronouns. Like, there's so much shit that Canada does wrong. Sure. The fucking, the maid stuff. Like... If you're a suicidal teen, you can now opt to have the government kill you.
Yep.
Like, Canada's fucked. It's so fucked.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, see, guns are mostly good. Yeah, but like there's wackos with guns though, for sure. But like, if we lost all of our bullshit in Canada, but we gained a Second Amendment, I'd be like, yes, good, do it. All the trade-offs weighed up, Second Amendment's far less bad. There's like a few negatives to the Second Amendment, but it's mostly positive.
Anyway, I hope she loses her court case, but I'm pissed off at the fact that she might actually get something out of it. Yep.
Man. Which is kind of cute.
No. If she drunk drives, she's automatically not cute.
You know what we need?
Fucking burned in
you know what we need? Okay, for attractive people who do crimes like this.
No. You're not bringing this up a fucking again. God, stop being such a fucking weird, degenerate, abusive coomer. Jesus Christ.
That's why you date me.
No, it's not, actually. I thought you were nice when I first met you. I'm Fuck.
I didn't even get a chance to say the joke.
No, and you will not, because fuck you, that's why. Jesus.
Have some water, please?
No, I don't have any.
Oh shit, can you grab that one right there?
No.
You're closer than I am.
I don't fucking care.
Come on, Naomi.
That's what you get for saying stupid jokes all the time. I'm not getting you what.
But it's right there!
Yeah, I know.
You know what? Fuck you, I'm gonna roll over.
Bye.
I'm just gonna roll away. Fuck you. Here, give me the old one so it's not in the way of the monitor.
It already wasn't.
No. Okay. Here we go.
Wow, thanks, Dev. Jesus Christ. Why'd you drop it, Dev?
I don't know, Naomi. I think I learned it from watching you.
Fuck you.
Should we inform them of that? Fucking...
No, how about no? How about you stop being an asshole?
Of Naomi's fucking... ongoing Huntington's diagnosis.
Yeah, well, how about your fucking Alzheimer's diagnosis, which is objectively worse?
Yeah, probably. We're both getting fucked, turns out. Okay, so let's read this. A Canadian woman who has caused $10 million in damages after driving drunk, crashing into a house and causing an explosion, is now suing the venue. Okay. The car bomb fiasco occurred in August 2019, where Daniela Lays, 26, was driving home for a Marilyn Manson concert at the Budweiser Gardens in London, Ontario. After drinking at the show and getting behind the wheel, she crashed her Ford Fusion, registered to her father, into a brick home at 450 Woodman Avenue, rupturing a gas line and triggering a massive explosion that destroyed 4 houses and injured 7 people.
Jesus.
Falling embers led to blazes in several homes nearby, and the entire neighborhood had to be evacuated, with gas and water shut off in the area.
Don't fucking drink and drive. It's not that hard.
All told, the blast reportedly caused damages in the neighborhood of $9.8 million to $14.7 million.
Holy shit!
Like, just boom!
Fuck.
Holy fuck, dude. The financial impact of her actions have been enormous,
Of course.
with the total damage estimating approaching $15 million, the judge said. Victims included 2 police officers and 2 firefighters who suffered numerous injuries, with one firefighter forced to spend more than a week in a hospital for being discharged. Fucking hell. She was convicted of impaired driving in 2019.
Good.
There she
is.
is.
Rots in jail for a little bit.
She was slapped with a 3-year prison sentence in 2021. Yeah. However, she wasn't about to throw away her shot at easing the financial strain.
Fuck you.
This month, she and her father filed a lawsuit against Ovations Ontario Food Services, the company that distributed the hooch. She claimed that the libations purveyor shares liability for the blast on the grounds that the staffers ejected Leigh from the venue while failing to take steps to ensure she would not drive home.
Yeah, and the problem is if it turns out that they did do that, instead of her being fucking responsible for not drinking and driving like a fucking adult, then she will actually get money out of this, which is fucking ridiculous.
It's like, look how sad she is, guys. She's just an innocent girl. She doesn't know what she's doing. Oh my god. Yeah.
I'm so fucking mad.
Fucking ridiculous, dude. I'm pretty. It's not my fault.
She's not even that pretty. God.
Yeah. Okay.
It's dumb.
Okay.
Dumb. Move on to the next article. I don't want to read this anymore. It's stupid.
Just wait.
You're stupid.
She alleged that Ovations had served her alcohol while aware that she was intoxicated, accusing them of putting profit above safety, and that the resulting damage was caused or contributed by their negligence, breach of duty, breach of contract by the bar.
And that's actually a valid point because you're not actually supposed to serve someone who's already drunk.
Yep.
Yep.
Any awards or judgment amounts from multiple court claims levied against them by the Woodman Avenue victims. If the father-daughter duo is required to pay any amount, and they are entitled to contribution and indemnity from Ovations. She's going after them for the money for this.
Yep.
Fucking ridiculous,
That was
dude.
definitely their lawyer's idea. 100%.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tricky Mario for $5. Thank you. Remember the train derailment in Quebec in 2013? Dev, that makes us look like nothing. Also, hope those homeowners sue her.
Yeah,
they
I
are.
hope all the homeowners sue her.
They are suing
too.
her.
So that way, even if she gets money from the company, like, she's still fucked anyway.
Yep.
God.
Yeah, fucking like, I think she only got 3 years in prison because no one died. I guess if someone died, she'd be like fucked. I think. Even in Canada, you're still going to prison for like at least 10 years.
She's probably high too. Probably.
5-year-old girl raped by 2 schoolmates during a lunch break.
Why? Why are we reading these sad articles, Devin?
Yeah,
Why?
They're the news.
No! I don't want to hear about this sad news.
Okay,
I already
hold on.
know that it happens. I just don't want to think about it.
A 5-year-old girl was allegedly raped by 2 of her schoolmates on the school's premises during the lunch break, police said on Saturday. This is in India, by the way, obviously.
Obviously, he says.
Listen, all right? Rapes happen. You're only not 5 years old. For that, you got to go to some degenerate third world shit. Okay. The case was registered following a complaint from the girl's family, they said, and added the accused boys, aged 8 and 10, have been detained. Can you even get a boner at age 8?
Yes.
I couldn't.
That's not true. You just got boners and didn't know what they were.
You think so?
Yes.
Okay. I remember like getting boners when I'm like definitely young, like pre-puberty.
It's
I'm
literally
like,
just blood going to your dick. Like babies can get boners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't remember anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
About
Because
it.
you were a child and didn't know what they were.
Well, maybe I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't remember them though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The girl studied at a private school in a village under the Danifer police station. She was raped by 2 boys of her school on Friday during the lunch break. She said after reaching home, the girl informed the family about the incident. Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
Yep, that's fucked up.
That's pretty fucked up.
You know, though, usually when like kids that young or that sexual, it's usually because they're being like sexually assaulted themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is extra sad.
Could also just be like, you know, Indian culture does not like women that much. There could be something here, maybe. Could be a bunch of things. Who knows?
What?
Naomi, how do you know babies can get boners? Do you need to call the Mounties?
I have 3 younger siblings, and my mother had a home daycare.
And you changed a bunch of diapers and you were raising them. Yeah, I remember.
Guys.
That sucked, dude. Hey, I know that you're a kid yourself, but go change your brother's diaper. It's like, ugh.
I didn't actually have to change too many diapers, so it wasn't that bad.
Fuck. Vosh would love this. Oh my god.
God. Okay, move on. Jesus.
Okay, here we go. Sex fiend raped a donkey until it died because he was too shy to chat up women.
So you're gonna fuck something till it dies, but you're too scared to talk to a woman?
I guess that's why we actually need this chick, eh?
Yes.
To prevent
this.
this?
Is why.
To prevent the guy who rapes a donkey to death?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here.
I am glad that he's covering his
Alright.
face in shame.
A
'cause
brute
holy shit.
accused of raping a donkey to death
A brute.
told a court he was too shy to chat up women. Sickened residents handed Naftali Marithi over to the cops after he was caught having sex with the animal near a church.
While it was already dead? Like, did it die after he was done?
He's denied a charge of performing a natural act with a donkey. The unfortunate beast is said to have died from exhaustion shortly after the alleged sex attack.
Wow.
It's blackwash. They had seen the 20-year-old man tie the donkey to a tree in the central Kenyan village of Mutatiini. He was held in the police cell in Gachira before appearing in a court in Nyeri on Monday. Nay.
Donkeys don't go nay.
Well, whatever it is then. What are they going? Yeah.
Hee-haw.
Yeehaw.
Mhm.
He went yeehaw.
Yeah, he did.
He
Went yeehaw
So,
to the hee-haw.
admitted to the magistrate he was too afraid to chat up women. Yep. He finished his secondary school education this year. He's 20. He took a couple years. Okay. Released on bail and due bat in court on December 13th. Cases of bestiality are said to be on the rise in Nyeri. Why? 2 weeks earlier, the same court heard a case in which a 25-year-old man was accused of having sex with a goat.
Doesn't that happen all the time? And
Teenagers in a rural Moroccan town were treated for rabies after reportedly raping an infected local donkey. Imagine getting an STD from the donkey you're raping. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. That's insane.
I hope they all get STDs. That way fucking Darwinism fucking rules it out here. Fuck, they just die because of poor decisions.
Darwinism's fascism now, Naomi.
I don't care.
Naomi the fascist. Good job, Giga Chad.
Hashtag 2024.
Naomi the fascist. This is what a ridiculous headline, though.
Wow. Fuck.
You want a real black pill? Look up Linda Medina Vasquez. That's when shit gets really dark. What is that?
I'm not gonna. Nope.
I'll look it up and look it up. I'll look at it later.
No.
Stop. I'm looking at it later. You don't gotta see it. I'm just gonna look it up later. Stop.
You stop.
You stop.
You stop.
I'm gonna look at it later.
Oh my god, can we move on, please?
No, because I'm copying that. No, it's scrolled away! Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up.
God, you're so fucking bad at
You're so
doing
fucking
this.
annoying. You're getting in my way. It's like, Dev, don't do this thing. But if I just let me do it, and it'll be done before you even fucking... You make it take longer.
No.
I'll look at this later.
Sure you will.
That was deserved. And so is this.
There's no love here, only hatred.
Since when? Okay.
When did you make your last stupid comment?
This is yeah, so Redux is funny because it's a feminist website, and 10 years ago it was like hyper like woke and crazy, but now that it's a radical feminist website, so they're against trans stuff because they're like trans women are male infiltrators into women's spaces. So now they're like right wing. They're viewed as right wing, but it's just the same feminist stuff from 10 years ago. Anyway, this is what I used for the thumbnail today. Metro Vancouver Transit Police say they don't know whether a sexual assault suspect is male or female despite having semen evidence. This is the person sexually assaulted someone. Mm-hmm. They have this person's semen. The police won't say if it's female or male.
All right.
It's very clearly male, obviously, right?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Well, I mean, obviously it's trans. Seems like, you know.
Wait. Tej says, Dev, why don't you peak so hard? Do you mean peaking as in like my career has peaked, or do you mean peaking as in yelling?
Probably both.
Yelling! Okay. The Metro Vancouver Transit Police say they don't know if the primary suspect in a SkyTrain sexual assault is male or female, despite having recovered semen during the investigation. Wow.
Yep.
Also, the SkyTrain's nice, or at least it was when I was on it, which is like over 10 years ago. Almost like 20 years ago. So, no. Wouldn't have been 20 years ago. Doesn't matter.
Nobody cares.
I'm gonna pinch you. I'm gonna pinch you now. You know what? Fuck you. Okay. On February 8th, the transit police issued a press release pleading for help to identify the suspect. While photos and videos showed what appeared to be a male with long hair, some basic information on the suspect was curiously omitted from the release. No pronouns were used, and no information on the suspect's sex was included. In a recorded phone call with journalist Amy Ham, Constable Amanda Steed said the information had been intentionally left out because the transit police were unsure of how to refer to the suspect. We left it out for a reason. It's because we don't know. The video evidence shows someone who would appear female who is female presenting, but the physical evidence is that of a genetic male. She later confirmed that the physical evidence is in fact the suspect's semen.
Well, at least they caught him.
Yep, not yet. They haven't found him yet. They just no.
Okay.
This is they have the semen. They have the picture. They don't know who the person is.
Okay.
Despite claiming the transit police didn't know what the sex of the suspect was, Steed admitted they believe he has a penis.
They believe
the suspect
he has a
believe
penis.
does have a penis. The video shows somebody who appears to be female presenting, so that's why we left the gender out because we're not really sure how this person identifies. We don't want to get it wrong. Who fucking cares? They were like sexually assaulting someone on a train. Also, looks pretty manly to me. You don't think so?
I didn't say that I didn't.
Well, then don't worry about it. So this was, yeah, this is the phone call. No big deal, I guess. We got the whole thing. Yeah, this is all just, yeah. So here. Suspect is described as 30 or 40 years of age, 5'10", 6 foot tall, with a dark complexion and a slender build. He was wearing a wig with a long, dark, wavy hair, light colored t-shirt, black biker shorts, light colored running shoes. And Constable Steed was unable to disclose any additional information. Yeah, this is fucked at this point. This is actually fucked. All right.
You know, they could have just avoided saying the gender, and what they could have probably done was say something like, "Okay, this person is female. This is a female presenting person, masculine looking face." You know, and like just gave the description
and being like, now.
Yeah, but like given a more thorough description because they weren't sure of the gender to make sure that, you know, like a cat.
Yeah, but
they say in all the polite words to say a non-passing trans woman.
Yeah, but it's still transphobic.
If not, if you do it politely.
Nah, even polite transphobia is still transphobia in 2024.
Nah.
Okay. Rooster Teeth is changing its revenue tactics and moving content from YouTube to his website.
What's Rooster Teeth?
So this is the end of Rooster Teeth, obviously.
What is
Rooster Teeth was like an old like YouTube group from way back in the day.
Oh, right, yeah.
And they the issue is they're like, we're not making enough money from YouTube, so let's just move all of our shit off to our website that no one ever visits anymore because Rooster Teeth is about 10 years past its prime.
Yep.
Like they're done. They're fucking done. Actually, Rooster Teeth bought Screw Attack, which is why Stuttering Craig moved on. And then Rooster Teeth was bought by, was it Disney? It was bought by some large corpo. And now it's fucked. Yeah, Rooster Teeth's still around, man. It's just no one cares anymore. Yeah. Rooster Teeth is moving its content from YouTube to its own website, a move designed to bolster revenue that will allow them to create more content. It's not going to work because no one goes to their website, everyone goes to YouTube. Yep. The showrunner, Carrie Sawcross, said YouTube revenue is just not cutting it for us anymore. Watching a video on the Rooster Teeth website with an ad delivers 5 to 10 times more value to the company than a view on YouTube. Yeah, but you're going to get less views. You're going to get more than 5 to 10 times less views on your fucking website.
Why you just also have a link to the website?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Right. Red vs. Blue, the third longest running episodic web series of all time, having appeared in 2003.
Oh, was that them?
That was them.
Oh, okay.
Yep. We really speedrun the person of unknown description meme to completion. Yeah, we pretty much did, yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, to increase revenue, the company has created a subscription model it's calling First. The model provides exclusive and earlier access to content and discounts to the company's merchandise store. So yeah, they're just moving off of YouTube. Not gonna win for them.
Womp.
Not gonna end well for them. But Rooster Teeth has been like irrelevant for almost 10 years now. Like it was good back in the day. There was some good shit to come out of it, but it's done. And finally, these Scrubs episodes were removed from streaming for a damn good reason.
Wait, hold on. Was it the last season? Because the last season doesn't count as canon Scrubs.
I don't know. $5.
Last season, it doesn't matter.
$10 from Real Holdsner. The idea of informed consent gets a bit silly when brought to its extreme logical conclusion. It's not possible to tell someone everything about you, so someone can find something objectionable. Yeah, it's true. Like, people always talk about, you know, if a trans woman didn't tell me that she had a dick and I get a blowjob and I didn't like trans women, my consent is violated because I wasn't properly informed. It's like, yeah, fair enough. But then, like, you have people who say, like, I wouldn't have fucked that guy if I knew he was poor, but he seemed rich.
Yeah,
and it's like, but you're still not informed. But it's like it sounds ridiculous now, right?
Okay, and honestly, if you follow anything to its like extreme logical conclusion, it's just gonna be absolutely fucking ridiculous. So it doesn't actually matter. Mm-hmm. Nothing matters.
Nothing matters.
Nothing matters.
Naomi the nihilist. Naomi the nihilist, boys.
Okay, what? How did they ruin Scrubs? How did they ruin it?
Oh my god, guys, you almost hit 500 super chats today. Sorry, $500 worth of super chats, dude. Keep it up. Thanks, everyone. I'm very appreciative.
Than's, guys.
We're like I think $25 off.
I won't see a dime, but thank you.
You will if you do the job that
no,
I told
I
you
won't.
to do. Then you'll
I will not.
Okay. Let's see. During the 2020 Black Lives Matter movement that coincided with the COVID-19 pandemic. Talk about like front loading the first fucking line in your article with all the buzzwords so that search engines will find it.
Yep.
Okay. 30 Rock made its own gesture of contribution towards the movement by removing episodes featuring blackface. That's ridiculous. What the fuck?
All right, that's stupid.
Delete old episodes that we no longer find proper to show on TV.
What? No, you just do what fucking Warner Bros. Did with Looney Tunes and be like, this is a product of its time. We don't actually hold these views now, but here it is.
Yep.
You know?
And also, it was based.
Whatever. Anyway.
Are you done with my like?
Fans tweeted.
Are you
for
done with my
Scrubs.
trolling? Are you done with my trolling?
Creator Bill Lawrence to follow suit, to which he replied, agreed, already in the works. 3 Scrubs episodes were soon removed from streaming entirely. The show stars Zach Braff and Donald Faison, who played JD and Turk respectively, host the Scrubs rewatch podcast Fake Doctors, Real Friends. There were 3 episodes in particular over the years that had instances of blackface, Braff explained on the podcast. One was me in a fantasy being Donald, one was Sarah Chalk in a fantasy being Donald, and the third was Donald and I attending a black fraternity party, him and Whiteface being blackface.
That's base. Like, this is funny. Like, what the fuck? Okay.
Yes. For the Our Difficult Past episode of the podcast, hosts Braff and Faison were joined by Lawrence for an episode dedicated entirely to tackling the reasons these 3 problematic episodes were removed. Lawrence explained, the most important reason I wanted to do this... is I did see some things directed at Donald and Zach and Sarah, and everybody should know, I think the reason the word showrunner exists in television is cause you're the gatekeeper, and anything that gets allowed on the show you have to ultimately take responsibility for. Lawrence went on and apologized outright for the use of blackface, and the podcast discussed each instance. I don't even remember these episodes.
Someone says blackface is funny and changed my mind. It is pretty funny sometimes, to be honest.
I think it's more funny if you like take it to like its extreme of like obviously this person is not super great for doing this, or like why is this even happening? I find it's funny then, but that's generally about the only time. Yeah.
So like old blackface was funny because people thought that laughing at people for being black was funny. Right, and like they just think that like actually being a racist was funny, and haha, black people exist. So that's what old blackface was, right? Yeah. New blackface, or what was new 15 years ago, was like putting blackface on a white person, and the white person being like, "Shit, I now have blackface, and everyone's gonna fucking hate me," and watching them squirm. Yes. Right. It's the same thing as like in was it Die Hard 3 or Die Hard? It was Die Hard 3, where Bruce Willis's character has to walk in like a fucking all black neighborhood with a sign that says
yes. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Like the reason that's funny is because he's like terrified for his fucking life. Yep. Right.
Yep.
And that's what makes it funny. But you couldn't do that nowadays. So $5. Agreed, Naomi, but the problem is legislating or informed consent. I'm not saying it's not important, just hard to work in its limits. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
No, I know and understand, but all laws are dumb.
Oh, yeah. Okay, here's the episode. Let's see.
Season 3, Episode 7, titled My 15 Seconds, was noted by several news sources as being the first episode removed from streaming due to its use of blackface. However, My 15 Seconds never included blackface, and was likely mistaken as the following episode, which did.
Wow.
My Friend the Doctor.
Failure.
Features several references to black culture, including JD judging a black patient's family for not understanding a reference to the movie Shaft. I remember that one. That was funny. The joke is appropriately on JD's ignorance, though, with one of the family sarcastically replying, "Yeah, that's our Citizen Kane."
This is funny shit, dude. Like, what the fuck?
Scrubs is a good show. Scrubs was celebrated for moments like this, in which race can be joked about as long as the focus is always on the appropriate subject. One instance in which this episode drastically missed the mark, however, was a fantasy where JD imagines himself as Turk. After Elliot Chalk suggests that JD isn't over their relationship, Turk tells JD to imagine Elliot with other men, including Sean, Scott Foley, and Turk himself. In JD's subsequent fantasies, JD is always Elliot's significant other, proving he still has feelings for her. But in his Turk fantasy, JD is black and wearing Turk's signature green scrubs.
This is funny, like... Like, imagine your girl fucking other guys, but like it's always the other person, just like dressed as them, and he has blackface. Like that's hilarious. Like, that's actually funny.
The episode also reveals the janitor, Neil Flynn, to be a once aspiring actor, and Dr. Cox, John C. McGinley, and Carla, Judy Reyes, deal with getting older. This leads to JD's closing narration being, "Some people hide from who they really are. Others eventually accept who they are. But sometimes it's the tough moments that help you realize who you've finally become." Poetically, this speaks to the episode's removal too, with Braff calling the episode's blackface usage a teachable moment for us all.
Excuse me, Dev. The only humor allowed is critiques of English food and white people.
Correct.
Same with Philadelphia has like I think similar episodes too.
The next episode to feature blackface.
Are you reading all this? Okay.
If you want to, I mean.
I keep going. Better than you than me. My throat's kind of burnt out now.
Sure. The next episode to feature blackface was My Jiggly Ball, episode 4 of season 5. At this stage in the series, JD and Elliot are a couple again, living together. This episode's cold open sees JD imagine an amalgam of Turk and Elliot, chalk-played Turkiot in blackface, much like Zach Braff had 2 seasons prior. It harkens to a later justification made by the cast of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, who insisted their use of blackface was justified since they weren't representing a generalization of black people, but rather Danny Glover specifically. They later changed their minds, dedicating a season 15 episode to exploring this problematic past. Like with Scrubs, Hulu removed the 5 episodes of Sunny from streaming. Similarly, Braff on the podcast commented on this idea in Scrubs, saying, I really, frankly, at the time, delineated in my mind between the traditional blackface and what Scrubs was doing. I'm embarrassed to say now, I never equated it.
So but here's the thing, that's a proper delineation.
Mm-hmm.
It's like doing blackface because you hate black people versus doing blackface because you're making fun of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's a proper delineation.
Yep.
But now it's just like, you can't even do it. You can't even think about it.
Nope.
If a single fucking drop of like black dye like drips off a pen and then like falls on your forehead, you must go to the church and fucking penance yourself.
Pay your reparations.
Yeah. The black church.
Yep.
Okay, go on.
As expressed in Fake Doctors, Real Friends, the Scrubs team is unanimously ashamed of every instance of blackface. Much like with My Friend the Doctor, My Jiggly Ball features a problematic scene that is easily edited out due to its placement, and depending on your streaming service, may have been edited in order not to lose the episodes in their entirety. I've lost my ability to read! Lawrence stated on the podcast that removing the full episodes was a short-term solution, and after the pandemic, he had plans to edit more appropriate cuts of the episodes for streaming. Thankfully, one advent of streaming services versus television broadcasts is its less strict rules about runtimes, meaning dropping full sequences isn't a problem. One minor issue raised regularly on the Rewatch podcast, however, is that Scrubs' signature soundtrack is being changed due to the pre-streaming licensing agreements getting in the way of the original music being featured indefinitely.
That reminds me, so here's what I don't like. I don't like that licensing agreements can end and then the show has to be changed retroactively.
That's stupid.
Like,
yeah,
like people were I was getting mad about Neon Genesis Evangelion not having the original soundtrack.
Yep.
When going to Netflix. What the fuck?
Yep.
Or everyone's seen this now, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
If you go back and play Death Stranding now, the Monster energy drinks are gone.
Yeah.
Now it's just like a generic energy drink.
Yeah. No.
Because the branding license around. It's like, what the fuck, dude?
This should just like I don't know if the reason that happens is because there's some way to, like, abuse them. I don't know. I don't know if there is a reason, but personally, it should just be, okay, the song, I give you permission to use whatever, my brand, my song, my whatever, in your whatever you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Or for this thing only.
Yep.
The end.
Yep.
And
but now
it
it's
just
all
stays.
timed. And, yeah.
I don't understand.
What's funny is there's like old video games that had branding in it. Like a great example, fucking terrible example. Shaq Fu, the terrible SNES game, had like a Pepsi deal because there's like Pepsi signs in the game, and they're still there. You can't update SNES games, so like that was permanent. But when it can't be permanent, it's not going to be with the technology. $2 from Fondue. Trolls remorse or maybe not being blacklisted. I think it's a bit of both, to be honest.
Well, actually, what I'm actually really annoyed by is that the article isn't showing any pictures of it.
Well, of course they're not going to show any pictures of it.
Well, I don't actually remember that happening, to be honest with you.
No, I guess we have to watch the show.
Well, we won't, like, if you pirate it, you might get lucky.
I will pirate it,
for the episodes, but, like,
I don't... Dude, I guarantee you'll be on pirate sites.
I mean, probably.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the end.
The use of blackface in My Chopped Liver was different from the other two, but no less wrong. According to Lawrence and the cast, a flashback sees Turk and JD arrive to a black fraternity party hosted by some of Turk's friends. As a joke, Turk is in whiteface while JD is in blackface. I think this is the only one I remember because I thought it was so funny. JD himself even addresses his issues with the idea, while Turk reassures him that while they're together, the joke will land. Turk then gets distracted and leaves just in time for JD to appear alone on the doorstep when several black men open the door. See, this is the only one I remember because it was so fucking funny. I laughed uproariously when it was happening. Despite the fact that this is a joke about blackface rather than just using blackface, Lawrence now sees the two as just as bad as each other. Lawrence recalls that at the time of writing this episode, they felt that they had a free pass to not have those thoughts back then.
They did, by the way.
He elaborated. Because we were so fucking proud of ourselves for doing a very diverse show, in front of and behind the camera, we had a great black and white friendship that exists as a real-life friendship. A great interracial couple who are stars of the show, you know? So it was almost a block of arrogance, like, we're so good in what we're portraying and doing and showing, you know? We could never venture into muddy waters. And even now, with that same ignorance, we never really connected the two of those things until now.
Okay.
Scrubs is available to stream on Hulu in the US.
Diggy Dingo, new Discord will be opening soon. .tm. It's pretty much done. $2 for Fondue. The Canadian program is working on Naomi. Yep.
What programming?
I don't know. Probably because you're pro Trudeau blackface.
But I'm not.
I am. It's funny. Okay, $5 from Tricky Mario. I'm so tired of these dimwits banning old TV episodes for stuff like this. Even game show episodes, I'm falling victim to this. Yeah. It's fucking terrible. Like just deleting old episodes, deleting old not running old movies. Like it's. And here's the thing. However, the reaction also goes too far too. Mm-hmm. So for example, in Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, there's a scene where Kevin, the kid who's lost in New York.
I know who Kevin is.
Fine.
I literally watched Home Alone with you at Christmas.
It was 2 Christmases ago.
That doesn't matter. I still watched. I was the one who suggested it.
So, Kevin, in the second movie, is walking down a thing and bumps into Donald Trump. Like, young back then, he was still a star. And he's just like, where do I go? And Donald Trump's like, that way, kid. And he's like, okay. And like, it was just a funny Trump cameo. Because everyone loved Donald Trump back in like 1990. Back then, yeah. Right? And it's edited. That scene is edited out of whenever they play that movie on TV. They edit it out. But here's the thing. It's everyone kept like all the rightoids were like they edited Donald Trump out of the movie he was in 30 years ago because they hate Donald Trump so much. No. What actually happened is that whenever you put a movie on TV, you always cut out like scenes you don't really need just to make the runtime a little bit shorter. Happens all the time for movies on TV. It's why movies on TV are fucking terrible. But they cut out like usually 5 to 15 minutes of the movie, of like just like not necessary scenes. And they cut out the Donald Trump scene because it was just a cameo. It had nothing to do with the story.
I mean, yeah, but that probably didn't help because Trump.
Also, they had been doing it since before he was president.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But all the rightoids took it like a fucking sign. It's like, no, dude, no.
Oh no, you too. She forgot all the instances they also removed. Don't worry about it. It's okay. My memory just doesn't work. Except for the times it does. Just not that often.
It was also a licensing thing because the hotel Kevin stays at was one of Trump's hotels, was it? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
They edited out of digital versions too. They might have. But I do know that it had been edited out on the TV version for like years and years and years before Trump ran for president. So it's nah.
Cope. Okay, I don't fucking understand Botrix. Emotes there, no emotes there. Emotes there, no emotes there.
Botrix is for some reason not compatible with YouTube emotes.
Why?
This is a YouTube. You can only get the Dev Copium emote on YouTube.
All right.
And so, like, it's not on Twitch. It's not on 7TV. It's only on YouTube, right?
All right.
Wait. There's several episodes of Match Game banned for non-PC content. One of them has a really Batman and Robin or queer question. It got banned after the year 2000s. Man, I went back and watched MXC a couple of years ago, and oh my god, it was so funny, and you couldn't say any of that shit. There's like racist humor, there's like gay humor. It's all hilarious too, and you can tell like it comes from a place of not actually hating them. It's just like funny, and you're like you can't put on TV anymore. Fuck, we live in a terrible fucking time right now.
Yeah, a little.
Yeah.
All right, End of stream. Everything's bad. All of you get blackpilled.
Okay, thanks for all the donations, guys. You guys just pushed us over 500 with that last dono, so thank you very much. Very appreciated.
Always appreciated.
Dev votes Biden. Dev copium. You know what? Like, I wish the Democrats had a better candidate because Biden's like a fucking corpse at this point. He's got like one foot in the coffin on his way to 2024.
Stop.
Wow, I'm just cracking my knuckles.
Stop.
I'll just do it into the camera or into the mic. Can I? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
This is why nobody likes you.
Okay, guys, we're getting out of here. Thanks for all the donations. Listen, we're gonna go raid Chud Logic. Tell him hi. Actually, no. Here's the raid word for today. Get your coffee cups ready. Okay. Coffee. Here we go. Get all your coffee cups ready, right? Get them ready, guys. Get them ready. Copy and paste them. And it's gonna be, we're gonna troll Chud. We're gonna troll Chud today, right? Chud, wait, huh? Chaser Logic.
Oh boy.
Just to troll Chud, because we had like a trans conversation last night on the Archcast. So there you go. That's what we're doing. Chaser Logic. Let's go. You have to watch the 1970s Match Game, Dev. I don't even know what Match Game is. Yeah. But thank you though. Tricky Mario. Thank you. We're gonna go raid Chud. Chaser Logic is the troll. Get ready. Okay. Let's get out of here. Raid Mauler. Why? No. Mauler's also British, you fucks. Okay. Anyway, listen. Let's go raid him. Thanks very much, guys. We'll see you next time.